had met the team. Well, I can mention this once stream is up.
I did just turn
Hi, hi,
on.
stream.
Don't worry. I do it very suddenly.
Hey, how's it going, stream?
You're so fine. Don't worry.
So, yeah. Um, my notes say that the session began when the team had left Alistair, or
Oh, Alistair
uh,
Craven. After we had beat his ass.
yes, but you had left me off on the session afterwards, where you went to the family called House. Was it Vandermeer?
Yeah, the Vandermeer. So that's where it was.
Okay. And you didn't have a lot of time, so you rushed through that session. But if you want, it would be great to have a recap of that before we get into the meat of today's focus.
Oh yeah. I think okay, because I have to remember. Because the Vandermeers we went to after the mirror had been tossed in fucking jail for being an idiot.
Right.
Never forget that. I never let my friend who plays Demir live that down. Like I lie. Oh, and the Wind Festival has started. I can't keep up, Toast. I can't keep up.
There's so much, Toast.
I cannot keep up with Minecraft right now. It's a Minecraft server though. It's the biggest MMORPG Minecraft server out there right now. It has like
Oh,
custom models and everything.
wow.
Yeah, the map is huge. It's been out. Like I used to play it when I was like 15, and now I'm like a way older. So like,
And I think I've seen Toast, yes, p provide screenshots over in the gaming channel. So
I think
it's
that Toast is just own personal creations. That's not the in-game models from the Wen team.
gotcha.
Still very cool, but not. It's not the ones from the server.
Copy that.
Okay, so I actually forgot one little thing that I was gonna mention. But between Demir getting arrested and like the next day before we went and got Civis, um,
Mhm.
Sempronia had found out some info about someone that she's looking for, and she got really excited and went. I'm trying to remember. Oh no, okay, I remember. It's because Sempronia got a info about the person she's looking for from the carriage drivers that we had interacted with before the whole warehouse situation, to where them Demir was arrested. And Sempronia was all happy about this information. She like went back to her guild and was telling her boss. She like kissed her boss and everything because she was so excited. It was so funny. Because her boss was kind of caught off guard. Um, if I remember correctly, Sempronia is a lesbian, so like,
Right, right.
um, but with this happening, Cecilia was just kind of in like the room. It's kind of like a tavern area where it has like tables and like a front desk. Um, and Cecilia was just kind of sitting there by herself because she was really upset about Demir being arrested. She was really mad about it.
Yeah.
Not mad, but just kind of sad because she couldn't do anything really at the moment. Um,
Mhm.
but Sempernia was like getting like super fucking drunk. Like she was drinking like a bunch of alcohol because like she was so excited. Like she was just so happy. Um, and she eventually sat down with Cecilia. I think to eat something or just to keep drinking. Um, but there was one other person from the guild in there. It was someone that she recognized as just like I think another bounty hunter. I think, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
Um, but it was just like another person. And he like walks up to them, and he's like, "Oh, like Sempernia, who's like your little friend here?" And he's like pointing at Cecilia. Um, and she's like, "Oh, she." Sempernia's like, "Oh, this is just like a puppet that's like with my party, I guess." And I'm like, "Oh, like
Uh-huh.
it's nice to meet you. My name is Cecilia." And she had like a really sad tone because she was obviously upset about the mirror.
Yeah.
But the guy kind of looked at her for a second and was like, "Oh, Ren class. It's been a while since I've met one of y'all."
Oh my gosh. All
And,
right.
and when my DM said that, the way I like sat up in my chair and like locked the fuck in,
It's someone that knows you.
I was like, someone knows who my family is. Hello. He didn't really say anything after that, but I was like massive side eye.
Exactly right.
I was like, who is this guy? What do you know about my family?
Integral to my backstory.
I know, right? Cause I found like a reel about it actually earlier, where it was like, God, what was it? It was like a stupid fucking reel. Cause I like looking at Instagram reels. Oh wait, you're on
God.
Instagram. I can just send this to you. Never mind.
And you followed me. Thank you so much for that. I will try to post my own art someday.
You're okay. You don't have to like feel pressured to. It's just I remembered because like I send you shit.
That's all right. Anytime.
Here it is. I sent it to you.
Locked in. Exactly.
Living peer pressuring people? Who am I peer pressuring? Huh? Who are you accusing me of peer pressuring, Angalada?
Hi, Uncle Ada.
This fucked up. Both of you were against me.
Not the pressure.
Angalada, I'm gonna fucking take away your gambling privileges, I swear to God.
Oh my days. All your gems for nothing.
Oh, jeez. Um, but like that happened. I'm not surprised.
Even here, Uncle Ada.
Corruption everywhere. Look, dude. Uh, actually, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something, but then I was like, wait. Because it makes me giggle too much.
Oh my. The plots, the schemes.
No, no, no. It's just. Um. Steele,
Something funny you
I have
remember.
to ask you something. You don't have to
Yes.
answer me.
Sure.
Like, are you just like a straight white guy?
What? All right. Well, I think you got your answer, but no, I'm a straight Asian white guy. So I'm half and half.
Oh, okay. He was with the come off of me, but you a scepter. No, I'm bringing up the fact that you were a straight guy hanging out with like a bunch of gay people, Angalada, and now Steele's also another fucking straight guy hanging out with a bunch of gay people.
Hey, being an ally has its benefits. Hi, Uncle Otto, it's a pleasure to meet you, by the way. And on the same level.
Cause I'm gonna say this about both of you. I both thought you were somewhere, like in the LGBT.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fine. That's quite reasonable on my part. I, I get that even from my parents. So, I'm sorry. Are you joking? I'm so sorry.
I tried to drink water and it really got me.
I cut you off guard.
Oh my god.
Brother, it's a pleasure to meet you, Uncle Otto. Thank you.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
They took me aside one day and they were like, John, we gotta ask you a question because you have not.
Are you dead ass? Are you so dead ass?
Yes,
Oh my god.
it is. Like, I was 15 in high school and they were like, John, you haven't asked any girl out. Are you? Are, are
You're
you?
gay.
Are you gay? I was like, what? No. Okay. This is from you. You've known me all my life. What is this?
Oh my god.
Anyway, that's my backstory.
Oh my god, that's so funny, actually. Stop. Oh my god, your parents is full.
There's coming out to your parents, and then your parents trying to figure out if you need to come out.
That's so funny. Stop. That's so good.
There's a lot more stories, but I'll leave them for another episode.
Another episode. Oh my god. That is so. Oh my god. I cannot believe that.
I know, right? Oh, on a different note, I don't recognize. Oh, is this an Uma that you're sketching right now?
Yeah, this is Chimera's Uma.
Whoa, kind of. Wow.
I've been drawing lots of people as Umas because I want to fill the gate. And the normal starting gate has 16 slots, so
Mm, very nice. I think
I
it will
can
be a possibility.
here I can swap. Cause this is I swapped over to the image, but this is an image I posted in my Discord talking about it. I only have 5.
Well,
And
the
then Chimera is
start
gonna be the 6th, and then Moss is the 7th, and then I don't know who else. So
of the possibilities.
it's kind of fun. No, yeah, cause male Umas don't fucking exist unless they're trans, dude.
I
All Umas are born female. Like that is just the canonical thing about Umas.
mhm, mhm. It's something about their ears though that they tie to their real life counterpart that I'm pretty
Yes.
sure represents that in a way.
Yeah. Cause if it's on, here I'm like I know you're watching with stream delay, so um if the cover or decorations on ear 1, that means the horse in real life was a stallion or a boy. If the ear or if the ear decoration on ear 2, that means the IRL horse was a female or a mare.
There we go.
That's as much as you get for like male representation. Because if you look at like a list of Umas, you'll probably see that most of them were boys because they just raced stallions more because they thought mares couldn't handle racing.
And they were wrong.
They were so wrong. Harura like was a bomb, and then like vodka showed the fuck up. I think vodka like in like real life was like the first mare to win the Japanese Derby, which is like a huge race in like years.
There you go. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to check my notes.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna continue. Um, that happened. God damn it, Toast. Fucking throwing shit.
I'm glad it works on either model.
Yeah, because I have 2 different scenes set up so that it can work for just my PNG tuber, and it can also, my thing reacts like my VTuber model.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, don't worry. I made sure that it works for both because I know people want to throw shit, so. Um. I'm trying to burp.
Get your emotes ready, guys.
No, it's not. Now that I'm like trying to like not do something stupid and then burp, it's like not working. Um. Okay. So that happened, and then the next day is whenever we went to go find Civis, which is what was it? The apprentice of Sempronia's gauntlet maker. So like that's like the only connection we had, and we just kind of told them that we needed like help with like a bounty, or that's what like Sempronia told them. Um. Hold on, I'm just like I'm like typing whatever. So that happens. We get Civis to join us, and then we like prep for like a day. I think, no, we just kind of left to go actually investigate the Vandermeer thingy.
Yeah.
Um, and with the Vandermeers, we were there because we were trying to come up with a way so that we can just kind of go in without it making it really awkward. Because obviously they're not expecting us, but we're trying to use Cecilia's like nobility status to kind of like as a factor, I guess. Because you know she has status, and like another nobility person wants to talk to another nobility person for a fucking reason.
That's right.
So we kind of I think we just kind of threw together the idea that Cicely was there to look at the magical items that the Vandermeers are known for having, because like that's their whole thing. Is that they collect like magical like artifacts and like thingamabobs, I guess.
Right.
The guard was like, okay, like you can. I think he went inside to like go ask about it, but we eventually did get in. We got left in a waiting room for the lord of the house to come down. God, I'm trying to remember what the fuck race he was, but I don't remember. I think it was just like a human guy.
Okay.
I don't remember though. I wasn't. Like, I was sort of paying attention to who like, I know who the Vandermeers are. It's just I can't specifically remember what race the fucking lord was. Because I'm a dumbass.
Okay.
We were there. We waited, he showed up. He's like, oh, like, he's like, I heard you were here. It's such like a pleasure to meet you, like, we're in class. And it's like, oh, you know, it's a pleasure to meet you. I want to see all the, like, magical things that you procure. And he's like, yes, yes, of course. So he led all three of us to a separate room. Which had, like, podiums with stuff, like, I think behind glass. But, like, it was, like, really cool, like swords and, like, things that were just, like, enchanted with, like, runes and shit on them. And Sempronia and Demir were, like, looking around. Not Demir, I keep saying Demir. Sempronia and Civis were looking around to, like, you know, see what's there. While Cecilia was talking to the Lord Vandermeer. Oh my god. Sorry. God, I'm like, I need to explain more, but there's so much to go through right now. But, like, I want to go to, like, what happened last night, so I'm, like, locking the fuck in.
You're good.
And I eventually asked him, I was like, I was curious about if you had any information or knew anything about these elemental keys. And when they mentioned that, he kind of looked at me funny, and he's like, I think we should talk, like, in private about this.
Right.
And he's like, your like, guards can, like, wait out here. Which I think is so funny, because they immediately assumed that Sempronia and Demir were just, like, people hired to protect her. Even though that's not the case at all.
It's a party.
Sempronia just, like, fucking bullies the shit out of Cecilia, too. So bad, dude. They make her so much. But I eventually do agree to go with him. And we, like, he like, kind of, like, opens up, like, this secret room, and he, like, leads me in there with Karai, because, you know, they're together, they're always together.
Right.
Leads in there, and in there, he was talking about, basically what he explained is that, the Veiled Hand, which is a cult. Hold on, I have to look at my notes to make sure I'm getting this right. if I get this wrong, then I think Horace would kill me.
They may be here now. Who knows?
Probably. I posted about in the server that I'm talking about Pathfinder again. Cause like Juice can come in here like by himself actively.
Right.
Oh my god. Fuck. I'm trying to find my fucking blanket. What was it? The Vandermeers. Okay. Hi Moss. Hi. It's Moss. Moss Mad.
Hello, Moss.
I'm like trying to put like together my train of thought, but I'm all fucked up.
You're fine.
the the Vandermeers told the Veiled Hand. No, okay. I keep fucking it up. The Veiled Hand asked the Vandermeers for help to get the keys. They got the keys, and the Vandermeers were like, hey, we kind of want them for our museum. But then once the Veiled Hand realized that the Vandermeers weren't going to give them the keys, the Veiled Hand just took them. And, like, left. So the Vandermeers now want to get us to, like, hire us to go get the keys back from the Veiled Hand to the Vandermeers. Which is really funny, because the whole mission that we're supposed to be on is that we're getting the keys back for a museum that had hired Sempronia and Demir to go get the keys for them. Which they failed at, like, now, like, 3 times, I think.
Right.
Which is really funny. The fact that they failed so many times getting these fucking keys. But I was like, okay, like, but we can do that, you know? We can totally do that. And he said, like, he would pay us, like, a good amount of money. I can't remember how much it was exactly. Like, 100 something gold? Like, 100 or, like, a 200 gold, I think.
Museum was paying 50? How much?
I think the museum was paying, like, 50.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big difference. And to the rightful owners instead of just the museum.
Yeah, but, like, you know, like, these keys don't belong to anyone except whoever created them, so.
You have a point.
But I was like, oh, I might want to discuss this with my, like, associates first before we actually go out and do this. Because the guy also, the Vandermeer also was called in another person. It was, like, this lady in, like, a big old cloak. Like, she's kind of big. And said that she would guide us to the town that the Veiled Hands presumably have the keys at. And I was like, okay, but, like, first I gotta discuss this. So I walked out. I went to go talk to the Sempronia and Civis about it. Because we've easily established that Cecilia and Karai can talk, like, mentally to each other, right? But Karai can also speak into the minds of others, but only, like, when he's present. Like, if he's not there, then Cecilia can't do that. But, like, he has to initiate it first. And so basically we were talking to the others in our minds so that we weren't being, like, overheard, just in case. And, like, we basically explained what happened. Like, the Veiled Hand and Vandermeers were kind of wanting these things, and not either of them has it. Or one has it, the other one doesn't have it, and now we have to go get it. And Sempronia was like, ugh, like, we have to go get these again. And she's like, how much are they, like, paying us? And I was like, oh, like, 200 gold. And Sempronia was like, 200? I'm like, yeah, it's just 200. And
It's just 200.
and she's like, holy shit, we need to go get this for these guys. Like, fuck the museum.
Wakes up, locks in.
I don't remember if it was specifically 200, but it was a lot of money to these guys. It was at least over 100. Okay. This is what I'll say. It's at least over 100. I just don't remember off the top of my head. But we eventually, I think we went back to we went back to like our rooms that we were staying in. So like Sisimornia went to the guild. I went to like a hotel. Civis went back to his house, and the next day is when we all met up with the lady to go travel to the town, which is called Glen Whisper. We're actually catching up to like a little bit closer to where we are currently at because we're in Glen Whisper right now. Shit. Sorry, I like picked at a scab and I think it's bleeding, but it's fine.
Ouch.
But I can't remember this lady's name off the top of my head, unfortunately. It was like some whack ass name. But we followed. So we were just basically leading her. She was leading us to Glen Whisper. The first day was fine. We traveled. Nothing really happened, and by that time, it was already night. So then we were swapping who was on watch. For the night watch. I can't remember the first order, but the first night was fine. Like, it went well. We all slept, we all rested, blah, 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 blah. Got up for the next day, kept going. Made it to the second night. The second night, I think Demir was first watch. And then it was Karai, and then it was the lady. Or I think I might be swapping Karai and the lady up. I don't remember. Basically, say at this point, the lady is awake, and we're all in our own separate little tents. I think, yeah, we're in tents. Then all of a sudden, Sempronia feels something stab into her chest, and it's when she like wakes up, it's like a person above her, like, oh, I meant to kill you in one go. And I think she like kicks her off or throws her off to where it makes a big enough like notice that all of us start waking up to like she figure out what the fuck's going on. And the person we are now fighting looks exactly like the guy that was in the sewers that had stolen the crystals from us down there. His name was Ravenblade, I believe. Yeah. If I get that wrong, I'm gonna die too. Yeah, I think it was Ravenblade. But so then we started fighting him, but he kept like swifting around really fast, which was really annoying. Like we would look at him 1 second, then he would like slip back and then disappear and then appear somewhere else. So not cool. It was really dark, but I think it's really funny because Cecilia has what she has. Look at my notes. Well, notes more like my character sheet. She has dark vision, yeah. I'm glad you love the outfit, Moss. I was having like a lot of fun with this, not gonna lie. For context, Steel, this is Moss's Uma.
Very nice Uma, Moss.
And Moss really likes Brione, the Pokemon, so this is where I've been pulling a lot of inspiration from.
I do like the bubbles within the blouse. Very nice.
My favorite part for me is the skirt, because I added like a water effect to it.
And it's a very, very much like the Pokemon, yeah. Oh my gosh, I see it now. Sorry, I don't know why my screen
It's very
is
bright.
so bright.
Like,
yeah.
Now that I'm looking at it, like it is really bright. I wonder if I can do something to like make it more noticeable.
I do see what you did there. That is incredible detail.
Ooh, there we go. That looks a lot better.
Yes.
You can actually see it now. Fave monster for Monster Hunter is missing, so I guess I'm just a bubble coated. You are.
That's sweet.
You are just bubble coated. Where was I? Oh yeah, we're fighting. Yeah, we're fighting. We're fighting this guy because he tried to do some move on like both Sempronia and Demir that was supposed to like instantly kill them, but he kind of fumbled them.
Phew.
Cause like we asked Horace like post session like what the fuck that was. It was some crazy ass like spell that took like all three turns for like one round. But like it was super deadly if rolled right. If you rolled it exactly right, you could genuinely instantly kill someone.
Oh my goodness.
It was crazy, dude. I was so scared.
Glad he fumbled.
Um, but we were fighting for a while cuz he kept trying to slip away.
Mhm.
Um, but eventually we did manage to finally kill him. He fell to the ground. I think he was trying to run away and then Sempernia like rushed after him and like smacked him to the ground. He died.
Mhm.
Um, once that happened, they were like digging through his stuff. We found like a veiled hand symbol. We found a scroll that said "kill them," like get rid of them. Basically referring to us three. Well, it's supposed to
Yeah.
be like Sapernia, Cecilia, Demir, but Demir's not here, so it's Civis now because Civis is just kind of now in the way. Um, but obviously he failed. That happened. Um, I took like a blade from him as well. It was like a shadow blade. I haven't
Sweet.
I haven't fully attuned it to myself because I have to attune it to myself because the magic thing. But
Gotcha.
it's fine. It's I don't use it a lot.
Hey, congrats on the win.
Sorry, I opened a Discord chat and someone said that they found a Mega Evolutions pack for like $3.99 and they got the fucking Mega Lucario EX illustration rare.
Well, they got to get that graded. Let's hope they get something good out of it.
They probably won't, which is gonna make me upset, but we'll see.
Unfortunately.
I want that card specifically so I can have it for Akari, but
Oh, cool.
because Akari's whole thing is Lucario, so. Anyways, um, we were kind of now deciding what to do with this body.
Mhm.
Um, just I would very silly joke that's kind of high effort. Oh Lord Moss, what are you planning for my Dark Souls Let's Play? Ugh, God bless, dude. Do it, I say. That's what I'm saying. Do it right now. If you need help, Moss, just tell me. I'm not gonna lie. I'll help you. Um, so we were trying to decide what to do with this guy's body now because we killed him, right? So,
Right.
Civis's solution for this. Um, stripped the guy naked, tied all his clothes to a rock, threw it into the nearby river, and then proceeded to cut off all his hair and then threw his body into the fire to burn it.
Okay, very, very clean disposal. Nice. Repeat that. Yeah.
Took all his gear, tied it to a rock, threw it into the river that was right next to us, then cut off all his hair, and then threw his body into the flames to burn. And then Civis just went back to bed.
Like you said, Civis is just in the way, an NPC trying their best.
The way
Forget it all.
I was like aghast. I was like, "Oh my god.
It's like you've done this before.
You want the reason okay, the clothes thing is because um enemies can have their tail cut off for unique weapons. I create the parts broken pup from Monster Hunter. you should
Oh, smart.
you should do that, Moss. You should do that. The reason being that Civis did this is because they explained it afterwards, before going to bed. Um, there was a stone, I believe, that is essentially a tracking stone, and so we threw it also into the river so that the current slowly washes it away, so it looks like that person's still like alive and moving to whoever's tracking them. The clothes we just got rid of because obviously we don't really need all this like random fucking guy clothes.
Right.
Um, and the reason that they cut off his hair is because apparently whenever a body burns, the hair is the part that smells the worst. And so they didn't want like the area to be smelly whenever they went to bed.
Smart. All right. I do like the tracking idea. That's It's very skilled, all in all.
I was genuinely shocked by that entire thing. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Um, but so Cecilia and Karai just kind of stayed up for the rest of the night because they were kind of traumatized by that because that's fucked up shit, dude.
Absolutely.
Um, and sorry, I'm moving my layers around.
Hmm.
Um, when that happened, we went back to bed, and then we all woke up, and then we kept going. But also, we have found a map on this guy, which when we looked at it and then analyzed this map, it was essentially a map of, but all the places that we had been spending the nights were marked down. So we were seemingly being tracked.
Mm.
We think that the lady who was there was actually the person, the Ravenblade person disguised as a lady to like be there for us to be set up. And so Cecilia actually like firmly believes that the Vandermeers have lied to her and set this up so that she could be killed.
Oh my.
Because the
Yeah.
Vandermeers he was the guy who told them, oh, like follow this lady, she'll take you to the place. Um,
Yeah.
so she's pissed. I think it's really funny that Horace clarified to me that the friend class could very easily just buy like all his estate.
So a very good reason to try to take care of any lineage.
This way you should not make Cecilia mad because who knows, maybe she'll like write something to him being like, these people were like really bad and now I don't think they deserve to be nobles. Yoink.
Just take everything, acquire them.
Exactly. um, but on the map was a point marked off to the side of the road in like a forest, and we kind of debated on going to it, but we did eventually go to it. And what we found was a kind of a messenger for the veiled hand. Um,
Okay.
Civis had actually kept walking in one direction, and so this veiled hand guy was actually watching Civis at first. Um, it was like speaking into a stone to, I guess, say that like Civis was there. But as this was happening, Cecilia and Sopronia actually snuck up behind him, and Sopronia grabbed him to restrain him as Cecilia jumped off Sopronia's shoulder to steal the stone out of his hand and hold it, so he couldn't communicate. Um, like it was very good coordination. Um, and we were like, and he's like freaking out because he's like, "You're supposed to be dead," like, like, like what, like what? Like he was freaking out obviously because he thought we were supposed to really be dead. He didn't expect us to even be there.
Mm.
Cry actually had to go get Civis because Civis was just still walking because Civis didn't notice this guy, which I think was really funny. So Cry had to go get him. But once he came back, we were questioning him, like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what are you supposed to be doing here? And he's like, I'm supposed to be telling them, the veiled hand, that you guys are dead, but you're not dead, so that's kind of awkward. Um, and we'd, like, tie them up, and then we were trying to figure out, like, what to do with him. Because obviously we just can't really let him do his own thing. But also, we kind of want to make sure that the veiled hand still firmly believes that we are dead. So, what we did is that we I think it was really funny also. We asked this guy like, "What are you doing, man? Like, why did you join these people? Like, cause they're kind of like bad, like really bad." He's like, "I like they seem strong and I needed like money." And we're like, "You kind of made a bad choice in your life, man. This is a poor career path for you."
Just try to persuade them away from every malicious action that they could be taken against you.
Yeah, cause he was really funny because he's like, "Yeah, I think I chose a bad career path." Or like, "Yeah, you kind of did, dude."
You messed up. You went down the wrong road. Time to reverse course.
Yeah, it was really funny. Um, but we Okay, so we eventually convinced him to speak into the stone, which is his little communication device, and give the code word or whatever that we were dead. Because we asked him, like, what are you... You better, like, tell us what you're supposed to be saying. And he basically just said whatever he said. Like, so we don't know if it actually worked, but, like, we believe for now that the Veiled Hand now believe that we are, like, not alive. Which is fine.
Excellent.
But Sempernia actually called her boss and told her that we are going to be sending a guy her way from the Veiled Hand, and if he doesn't arrive in a couple days, then to send out people to kill him.
Okay, yeah, smart move.
I think it's really funny too, because like, Sempernia's like trying to describe this guy, but then she like feels like a buzz or something. Like she feels something in her head, and her boss through her mind's like, okay, I know what he looks like now, and she's like, what do you mean? Like I haven't even described him. And she's like, don't worry about it. It's like, I know what he looks like. Don't worry. And so we told him, like, you have, like, a couple days to get back to Dolph and turn yourself into this person, or else people will try and come and kill you. And he's like, okay. Like, he got all scared. And he, like, ran
Really?
off. So we just hoped, that turned out okay.
Okay. I
I,
do like the brain scan part.
yeah, we don't, like, I have no idea what's going on with Cecile. That's Sabrina's boss's name. But she got
Mm,
some, like, crazy magic shit going on.
super cool.
She's very cool, yes. Horace loves Cecile. I think, like, they're, like, gonna have her appear more in, like, other chapters.
Sweet.
And I'm kind of excited to see also about Cecile.
Good.
Because I'm the person who's, like, interacted them with, like, the least, obviously, because I'm, like, the newest.
Fair, fair.
Um, I have to keep reminding myself to drink water because, like, I'm talking really fast again.
Good.
Excuse me.
There it is.
Um, but so that happened. He ran off, and we eventually kept going on the path that we were following to continue to Glen Whisper.
Hmm.
We eventually came upon a kind of nasty sight. We came across like a carriage that seemingly had like been blown up, and like there were dead bodies everywhere, and there was like this like sigil on the ground, and it seems like the carriage had like gone over it maybe and like popped, like it just exploded.
Ooh,
um
gotcha.
I can't remember who did it, but some like one of us, not Cecilia, it was either Sempronia or Civis, like dropped something on it or like threw something on it to see what would happen. And once they did that, it like did like it erupted with like huge flames, like it was like big explosion. That's kind of crazy. Um, but that was kind of weird, right? Like we found like a dead corpse, but then we heard something like rummaging around in it, and we all kind of were on guard. But then all of a sudden, like this like monkey person like popped out from under the carriage. It was like, I'm just a traveler. I was on this carriage and it exploded. Like they're still here. And we're like, huh? Um,
Who's they?
I know, right? So actually, fun fact: the person. Do you remember me mentioning a character named Dianthus?
Slightly, yes.
Dianthus was part of the party, but the person playing them can't barely be there. This monkey person is actually played by that same player. It's just that because that day I think was 4th of July. So that night she had like the day off, so then she just joined the session for like one go because we haven't spoken to her in like a long time.
Oh, that's a cool insert.
It was very fun. It was a very like one session character.
Yeah.
Um, they were like they were a monkey, I think.
Hey, great. Using their fist.
Yeah. Um, I'm like trying to think, but then I realized that the song I really like is playing.
You're good.
I like changed my music around. I'm like, oh my god, it's Lave again. I love Lave. She's such a good artist, dude.
Sweet.
I wish I could go to
Gemini.
one of her concerts, but fuck. I don't have.
Concerts are expensive.
Exactly. I don't have the hours or the money for this.
Quite fair.
um. Okay. Anyways, so we were like, who's they? And then all of a sudden, a bunch of shadowy people showed up, and we're like, oh shit.
Uh,
So more people to fight. Funny enough, I was attacking people from a distance because most of Cecilia's spells have a 30 to 60 feet range.
mhm.
So I can kind of keep my distance while still attacking pretty effectively. At one
Sweet.
point, a guy threw a fireball at me and it fucking missed like ass, and it hit the tree behind me, and it like it just erupted into flames. It was so bad.
Oh my gosh, a powerful fireball. But you're not that huge a target either.
Especially when these two like Karai and Cecilia are like together, like because Karai just kind of
Oh,
like balances her on his hand
hmm.
because they're so like mentally in sync that even if it looks like Cecilia's tipping over, he just slightly moves and then she can balance perfectly fine.
Ooh.
That's like a whole thing about the summoners is that summoners and their summon can basically move perfectly in sync because they're so mentally connected.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's really funny. Actually, where's that sketch page? I just remembered. Hold on. I actually remember I drew a page where they both express the same emotion, but you can kind of tell the difference between them. Um, because like Cecilia's a little less expressive than Karai.
Hmm.
I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
In the main OC sheet, it's I would have thought that Cecilia is a bit more expressive since Korai has this kind of cool look to him, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I guess not.
The reason that they're like this is because Karai. I'm not like Karai's been around a lot longer than Cecilia, in a
Hmm.
sense. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off my thing real quick because I don't want to go through a sketch I shouldn't be showing. Um, I found it.
TOS, everybody.
Shut the fuck up. It's just embarrassing sketches. Anyway, I found the thing I was looking for. Um, but Cecilia as a puppet, the way I've written her is that she's kind of learning to express herself more because she's just used to being one way. But now she's going through like a lot more to be way more expressive.
Cool.
Um, but because of them being so mentally synced, they kind of just do stuff together. I remember one time, I think the example I gave was that Cecilia was doing a bunch of like fun hand motions, and then Karai was just perfectly mimicking it without even like looking. Because like he doesn't need to, because Cecilia's just like telling him mentally like what to do. This
To be
page.
emoted.
Let's see. This is a bunch of fun sketches actually.
Wow, there's more. That is a lot.
Yeah, I draw a lot.
Incredible.
What else is in here? Oh, this one. Okay, this is one I have on stream right now. Is whenever like the night where like Sivis burned the body, and like they're just like staying awake. Like, they're both like horrified about what they just saw.
Oh, the body. I thought you said the pie.
Not the body. When
Gotcha,
when
gotcha.
fucking Sivis like burned that shit.
Yeah, okay, that is perfect, perfect reaction right there.
There's more of them.
Nice. Yeah, they are in sync. This one looks like they're disgusted. They've seen something.
I can't remember what this one's from, but I think Sempronia just says some stupid ass shit.
Oh. Great. Yeah.
What else do I have in here? These like early sketches too.
I was about to say, it seems a bit alpha.
These are early sketches from whenever like first couple sessions.
Hmm.
Um, cause what else? Yeah.
Wow. Went down to 3 HP. My goodness.
Oh yeah, this was the sewer fight. This is
Yeah.
this is where like we almost died.
My gosh. Both of you. Oh,
I was having a lot of fun because because in my mental image, Cecilia's body gets way more cracked and fucked up every time she's hit because obviously she's porcelain, but it does
yeah.
just kind of restore itself when she heals up because it's her skin in like a weird way. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
because like a normal human being would have like a scar, but it's just like a crack at first and then it goes away.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Um, they're really funny. I love these two.
I remembered you said that the Kurai's true form or former form was more bestial, and
Yes.
Cecilia wanted them to look a lot more human-like. So it's good to see the beast mode here.
Yeah. Because the way I draw it mostly is that whenever they're more damaged, it shows more. Because it's like you're cracking the shell in a way.
I see.
I love trying to fuck around with these guys.
Super cool.
What else is in here? Uh, I have just like random sketches because I draw a lot of non-canon stuff because I just like drawing them.
Yeah.
Celia is also just really easy to draw.
Oh,
She's got little. She doesn't really have feetsies. She's got like sticks.
this bounces on them.
So her inspiration came from like some like automaton stuff that I remember seeing from different games.
I see.
What else is in here? What else can I show from in here? Actually no, I shouldn't show that one. Not bad, but that was connecting to the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I can show that one. Baby Farron.
Oh yeah. Must take care.
Absolutely. He's a goober. I know he's old. Well, he's not that old, but he's like in his 20s. I think we said early 20s for Farron, but I don't remember. Yeah, like 25, because Cecilia's been around that long. 24, 25, I think. Because he's an October baby. He's not, no, he's not a fall baby. He's a winter baby. He got born in the winter months, so. Well, I don't really know the month system or like the day cycle of this universe really off the top of my head. Um, but whatever. What's in here? Oh, these are all the sketches from this morning. Um, Horace.
Yeah. I'm just keeping up with my side. Every time I get a bit of lore that's related to what I've already heard, I add arrows to my notes, and soon I'll have a constellation of text on this page, and it'll be fun to screenshot this or like scan this into my printer.
I'll say I want to see. Show me. I want to see like a picture of all the stuff you've like written. I'm really curious.
You will by the end of the night because trust me, there's going to be a lot more on this page.
Man, you're probably taking better notes than my own fucking session.
I would say maybe, but I'm left-handed, so I make
Oh my
chicken
lord.
scratch. Yeah, it's not pretty.
No, because I'm right-handed, but I write in cursive, so
Oh, fair, fair.
let's see. Can I? There's Cecilia name in cursive. Well, let me see. Can I write? Huh. Let's see if I can write her name. How she would actually write her name.
That's very nice cursive.
Let's see. I have to like really like lock the fuck in to write a nice cursive.
Hey.
Fuck.
Oh,
There you go. She would probably write it something like this.
gotcha.
She has very flowy cursive.
Yes, the type that dances as it's
Yeah,
written.
versus like fucking normal ass cursive, which would be like this. Um, I write very scrungly in cursive.
Well, can still make it out.
Yeah, I grew up like writing cursive from like fourth grade.
Gotcha.
Fourth grade to eighth grade, I had to write in cursive a lot for my private school work. And it just never left me. So
See, I see. It's useful.
I think I'm getting a new emote. Indigo's mugging my wall again. Lol.
Very nice, Angelada.
I want more emotes for myself too, but I drew mine, and I kind of like the pixel art style for my emotes. It feels very cutesy. It's a little different than like the normal emotes that you see people do. Um, but that means I need to actually find people who do pixel emotes. So
There's the artists are out there, and if you use VGen, whatever you use, they will be available to
oh
you.
yeah, I use VGen, don't worry.
Nice.
I have a VGen account. I actually want to try and get like artist access to VGen, but that's a whole process.
Yeah. You have the portfolio for it, I imagine.
Mm, I don't know about that one.
Ah,
I say that because I'm kind of an idiot.
no worries, no worries. Who knows?
Cause like I want like animated emotes, but I don't want to like kill my wallet.
That's another fair point.
Cause like I get like a okay amount of money for my job, but like I still kind of want to keep it a little sparse so I can treat myself to food.
Good point. Save first, buy later.
Yeah. Cause like I
And
like
you have
buying
so
myself
many.
food.
Oh, yeah. I was just replying to Uncle Lotta. You have so many animated emotes. It's crazy.
Oh man, you should see how many animated emotes I have because of gift subs right now.
Oh, really?
It's so I have so many emotes right now because of like gift subs that I got from last month.
Nice.
Let's see. How bad can I get this? I can spam my own chat. This is all from one person. Let's see.
Very pastel. More than most.
Here's another person I have.
Oh, a lot. A lot of animated emotes here.
This is another person I have a bunch of emotes from.
I like the consistency with this one.
And then let's see what else I have. I have noun emotes because you gifted me a sub, which
Yeah,
caught me
that's
off
right.
guard. I was so tired.
Still. I even thought you went to bed. There you go, Angelada.
No, I stay up pretty late.
Fair.
I don't sleep.
That isn't fair. What?
like, like I get like sleep in the ridiculous like a less amount of time.
Hmm. Hey, Moss.
Hold on, I have to send this in 2 messages. This is all from one person.
They definitely. Oh my goodness. Emote slop for days.
Okay, have a good night, Moss. I'll probably finish your Uma tonight, hopefully, and then I'll show you later.
Rest well.
Night.
Good night.
Yeah, some people have like 100+ slots.
Okay, wow.
Here's all from another person.
Oh my goodness, the tail. The tail is so cute.
I've been honestly, I want to get a tail emote for myself as well. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I
saw it on your VTuber model, the tail, like for a brief second, and it's really nice. It's a
Oh
really nice tail.
yeah, I do have a tail on my VTuber model. It actually does react to the harder I smile, or like once I smile to a certain point, it will start wagging more.
Oh my goodness. Let me see.
I
I
specifically
think I've
asked my
seen.
VTuber my rigger to actually do that, and they were like, I don't know if I can try, and I think they did really well.
Sweet. Big nose. Very nice.
Here's some more from Big Nose. I love Big Nose's stuff. It's so funny.
It's very.
And then I
I like
have
that.
Mystics emotes,
Hey, hey.
and then I have Pix's emotes. Hold on. Here's Pixie's emotes.
Very often see this.
Yeah, I use Pixies a lot because Pixie's like about the only person on Twitch I actually subscribe to actively.
Mmm.
Because if I start subscribing to a bunch of people, I'll just fucking run out of money. There's no way to avoid it.
You're right about that.
I'm staring at you a lot, brother.
Oh my goodness.
You gave out like 2,000 bits the other night. What the fuck was that all about?
Oh. Oh my goodness. W- so that's another story for another day. When
John, steal.
there's there's a lot uh, of times
Steal.
that, well, a lot of
Steal.
people can tell you, yeah,
How many
hey,
bits do you have right now?
uh, uh, well, I had um 150,000, but it's now down to 47,000. Oh wait, no, sorry. Wait, that's way too much. Hang on. It's it was 15. It was 15,000, and now it's down to 4,700. Still though.
You scared me for a second, dude.
No, I'm not. I am out there, but I'm not out in space, if you know what I mean.
What are you? What is your job, brother? What the fuck is this?
What a mistake indeed. Uh, so yeah, accountant. Ironic, isn't it? I am supposed to help people manage their funds, manage their accounts, be very financially responsible. And here I am, you know, doing the opposite of my job.
This guy can retire me? Exactly.
I got
Exactly.
it. No, Galata, no. Don't retire. We need you.
Holy shit, dude.
I'm a healthy, sane individual.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm raising an eyebrow at you, brother.
Oh my days. The stories I could say, but way too much for one night.
That's so funny, bro. Man. Can I hire you, Uncle?
Uncle Lotta, for your sake, it would be best just to have me commissioned, you know, for my skills as a friend.
Like goofo. I should go back to Pathfinder because holy butt.
There we
Uh,
go.
okay, so we found this monkey dude. We fought the guys. We eventually killed them all, and we eventually were like, "Who are you?" And he said his name was Ketu, and we asked him where he was going. He said he was going to Dothlorn, which is actually the town we just came from. And he's like, "Where are
Hmm.
y'all going?" And like, we're going to Glen Whisper. And he's like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "I just came from Glen Whisper. It's kind of an odd town." The and the thing about the town, ugh, ow, that kind of hurt. That was an ugly burp. Um, thing about the town is that it's kind of surrounded in this mysterious fog. So, and he's like, it's not really a good idea to go in there, but like, I can help lead you through the fog if you'd like. And we're like, we'll kind of discuss this amongst ourselves. We're like, um, I don't like. Are you like? We had to kind of decide if we wanted to trust this guy, but like, we eventually did. Hold on, I'm getting a DM. 1 second.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Steele. This is Horace. This is my Pathfinder DM.
Hi. How's it
To
going?
me, it's going well. And now even better.
I didn't expect you to join. But
Yeah,
here
I
you
have
are.
some free time.
Oh, fair enough.
Unfortunately, I have free time.
Glad you're here. Glad you're here and me talking about shit to steal.
Fair.
Some of the best that I've heard in a while.
I don't know. This is great. I wish I had more time to like make the world better, but
Brother, I'm gonna fucking grab you and shake you around.
see,
Take
if I
your
could quit my job and spend all my time doing this, I would. But
Oh man,
I'm
if you
glad to
that'd be
hear that.
ridiculous. Who knows what kind
yeah,
of shit we would find next time.
you'll find out what you find next time.
God bless America.
That's
I haven't,
right.
I haven't even gotten into what happened last night, Horace. Like, and I think Steele needs to know that. But I'm trying to get through Glen Whisper as quickly as I can. But there's so much that happened in Glen
To be
Whisper.
fair, Glen Whisper is like the part I've written the most about because I've gotten better at writing as the campaign's gone. And so Glen
Mm-hmm.
Whisper is like the most fleshed out thing in my world right now.
Oh, perfect. We're at
Oh
the
my
meat of it
lord.
all.
Oh my lord. Hold on, I need to get my hair. My hair is all in my face.
Whereas I know you're super busy most of the time, but I just want to say it is an honor to hear about the just the surface of this world. I haven't gotten into all of my questions regarding what happened before Cecilia and Korai entered the you know in-game universe.
Mhm.
But I will say for now that um I'm really curious how far it the arc regarding the elemental keys will take them. What's next? What are the elemental keys in general? And
Uh, they've
yes.
got a whole other act to figure that out.
Yeah.
There we go. What?
Yeah, the originally was a three-act thing, and I realized that Glen Whisper was going to take a while, so I was like, I guess we're adding a fourth act.
Excited.
Yeah. But no, I think I have up to the end of Act 4 written, and then I have the dregs of Chapter 3 like penned down. I just need to actually like start adding details. I technically have all the way up to Chapter 5 planned, and some of Chapter 6.
Good lord.
So like we've got like 5 years worth of stuff I've already written.
Perfect.
Steel's been finding all this very interesting as I keep yapping about it.
Yeah, the world has so much stuff in it, but I need to like organize it because, yeah, weirdly the part that has the most written is like the magic and like other systems because it has to stick inside like Pathfinder's magic system, but also I'm like I need to make this more into a science for my own sanity.
I get that. Once you've dedicated yourself to a universe, if it doesn't connect in your brain how you want it to, or how you think about logic, then it's kind of hard to believe in it yourself, right? So I get
Well,
that.
also like so I work as an engineer, right? So my first thought was like, okay, so how the fuck does this magic shit work? And so that was the first thing I made before any of the other stuff.
That is awesome.
I didn't know that. That's actually kind of funny.
Mm.
I always wonder what you did for work, but I never really asked about it because we just kind of sit down and fucking play for God knows how many
I
hours.
work as an okay. I don't know how much technical stuff you guys know, so I'm just gonna leave it at I do a bit of software, a bit of hardware in the aerospace field.
That's crazy. Man,
Yeah.
y'all have
Awesome.
like slightly interesting jobs, and I work at a fucking Hallmark, dude.
Well, Hallmark can be interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah?
Do you know how often I'm surrounded by just gray walls and sometimes a picture of Kansas? I would love to have some ornaments around. Hello.
Yeah.
Do you know how
I spend
awkward
most of
it
the
is
day
trying
at a
to deal with,
computer.
like, old people? Do you know how awkward it is to interact with just fucking old people who don't know what the fuck is going on most of the time?
Every day.
Every day.
Oh my
Of course,
god.
you were saying.
What was I saying?
No, just I imagine like in connection to your work life compared to uh life at Hallmark.
Oh, yeah.
Homework's an
But anyway,
never. I'm gonna say this right now, everybody don't work at a Hobby Lobby ever in your life. Even if it looks like a good job, don't do that to yourself. You're gonna hate yourself, please. Don't never work at the Hobby Lobby. I worked at the Hobby Lobby for my Christmas seasonal hire before I got hired at Hallmark. Worst decision of my life.
good to know. Good
I
to
was
know.
I was on my feet for my entire shift in one spot because you can't leave your register.
Yikes.
Sorry, Mom. Good night. My mom poked her head in because I'm being too loud. This is what it's like horror is like my mom most of the time whenever we're doing Pathfinder will poke her head in, and that's why sometimes I just kind of stop responding because she's like you're being too loud. There's shit happening in front of me, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like I already forgot where I left off. No, it's when we were going to Glen Whisperwood Cat too.
Oh, that.
Yeah, we barely just got here because I was talking about all the little bits between the bullshit of fucking Demir being arrested.
Yep.
God.
And they were so used to it too, which is funny to me.
How many times have they been arrested?
I think that was the third time. Technically, they've never been arrested in the campaign. The 2 times were prior to like the campaign.
Okay.
That's so stupid. That's so bad. God, I'm trying to like work on this drawing and like also it's storytell, but I can't fucking do two things at the same time. I didn't know if you wanted to like storytell from your own perspective for us.
I like hearing what you have to say about it because it gives me good feedback
Oh, okay.
about the player perspective of things.
That's fair. I didn't know if you were like wanted to like talk about it yourself too, from your perspective, as well as
I
viewing us from being
can.
dumbasses.
I think it's easier for you to tell it, and I can just add comments as you need them.
Okay. Cause what was there was something I couldn't remember earlier, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, it was the Vandermeer. What was he race wise?
I think it was just.
Was it
I mean,
just a
I can check
guy?
right now. I think it was just human, but I can double check.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it. I was like, I think it's just a guy, but like I don't remember. It's just
What you had said.
The whole Vandermeer arc in my notes is so fucking messy.
man, Steel.
Oh,
You
but if
should
you guys
you
were confused what was going on, I was as confused as you guys were, and I wrote the thing.
Steel. You should see Horace's notes for this shit. It is insane. Horace showed me like a peek one time from like the previous ex that I wasn't there for, and I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I think I can count how many one note pages I have for just for like this chapter. 1, 2, 3.
The one note pages.
I think I have like almost 40.
Jesus Christ. Jeez.
That's nuts.
Horace has to
Do you
prepare
feel-
for any of us just wandering off and doing random crap for like 5 sessions. like 3.
True.
We've been trying to go to this goddamn temple in the current session for how many? Like 2, 3?
Uh, I've had the temple prepped for, let's see. I have a note thing for each session. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh my lord.
6, 7, 8 sessions. This is when I first prepped the temple.
And you're now at session 9. I'm going to hear about it, but I hope you're closer to the temple than you ever were before.
I don't know. After what happened last night, I don't know if I want to be this close.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna start skipping through Glen Whisper so I can actually start talking about that because it's just funny as hell. What was it? Okay. Ketu. We found. Okay. Ketu, we eventually follow him to the outskirts of Glen Whisper because he said that we need to go through like a side entrance. Going to the front entrance is always. It's just kind of a bad idea because of the guards there. Because, who knows if they will let us in anyways. So we're following him through like a forested area. Through this forested area, Civis had noticed something kind of moving in the fog. Or like just something kind of weird about the fog. And when they looked, it was just like a foggy figure and kind of like a shape of a person, but not really. So, Civis being the fucking smartass he was, I guess, decided to go investigate it. But, like, Cecilia's like, oh no, like, don't wander off because Ketu said not to split off here because it's a bad idea. And Civis just was like, well, I just want to, like, go see really quickly and I'll come back. But I'm overly cautious. So I just had Sempronia take Cecilia while Karai went with Civis to go look at this shadowy, misty figure over here. Civis walks up to it, tries to like talk to it, it just doesn't respond. And then like they reach out towards it and touch it like on the shoulder. And then like all of a sudden like the figure like disappears and then it and when they looked around, they couldn't see, like, Cecilia, Sempronia, Karai, or Ketu. And instead, it was just that figure now beside them. Hold on, I'm trying to drink water. I'm talking too fast again, so then I keep getting my throat really dry. Jeez. And like they try to speak to it again, but then nothing happens. To Karai though, Civis is just kind of staring at him in like a weird way, like without really responding. Like Karai says something like Mr. Civis, like, are you okay? But to Civet, it was just like garbled noise. Like this figure made like a garbled noise at them. Um, so that's kind of weird, you know? Like she's not responding, which isn't great. Um, but Cry decides to then just like try and bring Civis back to the others because the figure's gone. Let's like leave. Like it's kind of an odd situation right now. I keep burping. But to Civis, it's this shadowy figure pulling him in like a random direction. He doesn't know why. And Civis eventually does reach out his hand again to touch the figure on the shoulder again, and then like everything goes back to normal. Cause like Cry was just basically in the place of where the shadowy figure was to Civis, but like they don't know what he saw. And Cry was just kind of annoyed by Civis wandering off. In all honesty, like, cause Civis didn't listen to Cecilia, so now he's annoyed that he didn't listen to her. Was it? We kept going. Horace, did we find the wall of shadows first or the plant first?
I guess found the wall first.
The wall first? Okay. I couldn't remember which one came first. Because fucking Steele's taking notes for context. Steele's taking notes of the session from me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'm trying my best to connect the dots, and it's wild right now.
Dude, I'm just as lost most of the time. Because Cecilia doesn't know as much as Sabrina and Demir, and they haven't really explained fucking everything to her, so that's kind of
there's like 3 or 4 factions that are trying to get these keys, so that kind of makes sense.
It's so bad. Oh yeah, what was the actual exact amount that the Vandermeers offered to the group to go get the keys back?
It was like 200 gold. But
I was right.
Yeah.
Say that.
Because I was trying really hard to remember because of the whole like Cecilia just being like, oh, it's just 200, and Sabrina's like 200. What do you mean just 200? I still think about that moment because it was so funny. Fucking
Reaction.
4 people versus the rich people reaction.
It's a dichotomy.
Dude, fucking Cecilia's just like a walking brick of gold, to be honest.
I mean, yeah.
Well, Lemon had mentioned how much it cost to create Cecilia the puppet.
Oh, yeah.
It was, what was it? 1,000 or more?
It was more than that.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
10,000.
Gosh,
I think that was
10
the
times
material
as much.
cost because, like, in terms of like actual selling cost of the Vandermeers to sell a puppet, kind of like Cecilia, it would probably be worth more. His actual labor required for that would be way more than 10,000.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah, because she's kind of special made, so.
Well, special made, but also like kind of an anomaly.
She is kind of a weird thing.
Well, because she was kind of like an experimentation with the Arcanima, which is a whole separate entire tangent in itself. But she was basically not really expected to work. She kind of was like, she kind of accidentally worked.
Okay. What?
Good. Well,
What?
I think I mentioned this. She was made by like one of the apprentices, remember? And like,
I think we talked about it to where she was just made by someone. What's an apprentice?
they weren't one of the like main members of the family that made her. If you remember, she was.
Yeah,
commissioned.
it was in a different house. It wasn't the Ren class house. I know
Well,
that.
it was the Ren class. The person was an apprentice of the Ren class, and because it was just for like syrup for the prince, they kind of just like gave it to someone. They weren't expecting Cecilia to actually like be
Work.
alive.
Oh. It's
Yeah.
like, because now I have to fact this check with you, because I was basing the person off of Cecilia as of my grandma actually.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
okay. So that's still just kind of there. In fact,
Yeah.
it's just an old lady, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wait a second. That's actually
Double
what.
checks.
That's what I'm drawing right now, Steel. If you were wondering, because I know you have my thing open.
I'm not really sure
Yeah.
how to term like because apprentice isn't like the right term, but like that's the best I can come up with right now. It kind of like worked for the ring. I guess another way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember that bit about her like being an experiment, but that's kind of funny to think about.
Yeah.
That's actually way funnier to think about now. Anyways. Okay. So we found a wall to the city, and whenever I think it was Sopronia first who approached it, of course, um, like a wall of like those misty figures like had suddenly appeared,
Hmm.
and it was kind of odd. I think Civis was the first one who like reached out to touch it to see if like they can get through it. And when that happened, Civis just kind of like passed the fuck out. Like full on just honk shoe like on the ground. Um and so this obviously caught everyone off guard because like what the fuck, we just touched like a wall and now brother's like dead asleep. Um Cecilia was like, oh my god, like what just happened? Like obviously some whatever just happened is not good. And so Soprania was like, I'm gonna jump it. I think she like jumped the wall of like mystic figures because
Yeah.
Soprania has like really good jump abilities. It's just like her whole shtick.
Right. This swashbuckling, stylish moves.
Yeah. Oh yeah, whereas we had Juice come in here for like a talk session like this. It was so bad. Cause Juice just kept calling themselves the cool one.
Yeah.
Like,
The entire swashbuckle because it's less the case now with the new remastered Pathfinder, but with old Pathfinder, the way you get panache was uh you had to do interesting things, and it was not entirely at DM discretion, but it was a lot of DM discretion of what can get you panache. Now with the newer mastered version, there are more definitive ways, but Juice kind of just kept that theme from before. So
Gotcha.
hi Kamira. Thank you for the wellness check. Kamira, this is actually funny experience. Kamira, this is my Pathfinder DM. You hear me talk about them here and there. I talk about you guys like a lot, dude.
amazing.
Cause like me, like when I have chatter streams like this where I'm just kind of drawing and I don't really know what to talk about, I'll just start rambling about Pathfinders because it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
I need
I never
to.
intended to be ridiculous, but
I need you to be evil to Lemon's character. Chimera, I'm going to fucking get you.
I think that kind of happens on accident already. I don't intend to, and then messed up things happen anyway.
Flashback to just getting stomped by a gigantic golem.
Yeah, well, that one was really funny because it was the way I had that one, like, not like the logic I had for it was target the nearest person. The problem was the nearest person was the only person who was visible, which was the poppet.
Oh no.
Because Juice was hiding, Symphony was hiding, and to try and lockpick. Demir had gone around the outside of the out of the little temple area, and so the only visible person was the poppet.
Right. Because the puppet didn't summon Karai.
Yep.
Oh
I
my
had
I think
gosh.
Karai
yeah.
was there, but Karai was, I think, for some reason further back. I don't remember
No,
why.
Karai was further front. Karai was the one who first activated the golem by going
Oh, yeah,
forward,
you're
and
right.
then she dismissed him because
Yep.
she got whacked super fucking hard.
I
But
do remember that.
that golem outsped her like by a fuck ton. So then I just got crushed.
Yeah.
Terrifying. I think that's incidentally evil enough.
It was so bad. Destroyed as a treat. Chimera! Chimera, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna fucking get you.
The room after was very fun too. Is in like the Forgotten Vault was like the area file after that, and
All the
I,
crystals.
I remember making you guys do perception checks to notice like all sorts of random things that you guys still never noticed,
God
which
damn
was
it.
kind of funny. Which would have made that fight A easier, and B would have made one of the surprises later less of a
Chimera,
surprise.
Chimera, you can come in here. You know that, right? But you're. Don't give Horace evil plans. Kind of deserved. You guys are kind of savages. I'm not a savage. Sopronia is, and Demir. They're both fucking nutcases.
They are.
Nobility on the team really balance things out.
Chimera, if you want to come in here, you can come here. You are allowed to. This is a free channel for everyone to join. Anyone who has perms to see this channel is allowed to just join freely whenever they fuck they want.
I scared Lemon once by jumping in here.
You did. I remember what I was doing. I was doing something, but I was like not tabbed into Discord.
I think it was drawn.
I condone being evil to your players as a DM. Thanks, Chimera.
I also condone it, but I feel like I don't need to be, so it works out. I feel like my players are evil enough to each other.
Shit's already fucked. Cecilia's already having like really bad anxiety right now, which is like crazy. But what if you? But what if you did as a treat?
Oh my days.
Come here, get your butt in here. I'm gonna fucking get you, dude. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
If you do end up talking about
You motherfucker.
Yeah, you're gonna get me, huh?
You're.
Are you gonna get me, huh?
Hi, Kavura.
Oh my
Hi.
lord. Mountain, stop
I
trying
am
to threaten me
also
with
DM.
money. Stop it. DM to DM communication.
Yep.
Indeed.
It's fine. I won't give them evil ideas at all. Anyway, so
I don't
Pulls
think
out
so.
list.
I mean, hold on.
Oh no.
So unrelated, I might have.
To
a
be fair,
list.
I do have a list of evil like ideas for when like things are getting too easy, but I haven't had to use it yet.
So I have a list of procs and stuff, and so one of my players has a fun little curse that can make her basically go into a barbarian's rage
Ooh,
of her own.
I love that.
She's a ranger, by the way.
Even better.
Magically inclined ranger.
Chimera, give me thing to buy lemon. What? Don't fucking
Give me
ask for.
things to buy a lemon. Hold on.
Don't just ask Chimera. Man, the other day Mystic gave me money. I was really confused on how Mystic gave me money, but then I forgot that they have my fucking phone number.
Good God.
It was fucked up.
The other one has the soul of the Queen of Dragons in them. You know, as a treat.
Oh my
Love
gosh.
that.
Here's the thing. This world is very against dragons. Because there was a war that happened, and the dragons were basically just kind of screwed over. Basically, if you know
Amazing.
anything about Final Fantasy 14,
I play Final Fantasy 14. So this
okay,
works
you know
out.
anything about the Dragon Song War?
I know a lot about Dragon Song War.
Okay, there you go. Basically, The dragons got screwed over by the mortals and wanted to use the dragons as like a power source or like an instant cure, like anything they would ever desire. By stealing one of the children of the Queen of Dragons. This, obviously, angers the dragon.
Oh,
And
yeah.
upon attempting to be civilized, they try to trap her instead. She goes from place to place trying to ask for help from other mortals to try to keep it more civil. They all hear this and decide to do the same thing. So, a war happens. The dragons lose. So the
Unfortunate.
dragons are in hiding. A lot of them have lost their lives, and the Dragon Queen is nowhere to be seen because a great warrior rended the very soul from her using a cursed sword. Now, here's the problem. At that same moment, his daughter was being born. A little bit like karma, you know? So the souls intertwined. And his daughter ended up getting part of the soul of the Queen of Dragons. Now, that's all cool and all. The mother kills the father. And a whole bunch of other crazy stuff happens. Long story short, you now have a partially scaled human with like that like rainbow LED kind of effect on computers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just their eyes.
Ooh.
Shimmer in their eyes.
Good
It
lord.
literally just LED changes color. This was not my doing. This was their doing.
Who is this player for this character, Kimura?
That's Neo.
Of course it's Theo.
Mooncat is the one who has the cursed drow.
Oh
Is
no.
a runaway princess
God bless.
who has that curse that makes them just go enraged. So that's fun. Now here's the fun part, because I like adding a little spice to things. She is from the lineage of royals. Well,
Mhm.
why are the royals significant? Well, because the goddess Serenity links all the way back to the royals. So she's a little bit of a demigod, and she doesn't realize it. And her powers are basically manifesting out of the curse. So that's fun.
That is.
I get to make her roll for this anytime she takes damage,
Hmm.
or if she's inflicted a certain amount of damage or higher,
Mhm.
it has a chance to proc. She has to roll a percentile to resist.
Oh my lord.
He's a living, breathing, fragile explosive.
Yes. This is also my third campaign that is all story connected, and is actually, the characters from the first campaign. Basically, what happened is, at the end of the second campaign, the villain wins.
Let's go.
And so I have a creature called an Ajutan, which is basically what happens when you combine a celestial and a tiefling. Because tieflings are not treated normally in this campaign whatsoever. They are not usually playable characters in this because they're more special. Basically, when an Ajutan is born from a summoning, it splits into two. A celestial and a tiefling, the two halves, because it is too strong to exist. So it has to split.
Oh.
And one of them adheres to the person who summoned. The other does not, and kind of has to find their way in the world. The tieflings are a lot more vulnerable, but also more deadly. Whereas the celestials are about as powerful as the person who created them, but also can only do things that they have been told. They don't really have as much of a will. They kind of have to, if someone says do this, they have to do it. But basically, the Ajutan is almost like a djinn. It's the strongest creature in the realm. And
Okay.
if you were to get a favor from an Ajutan, which is very difficult, you could wish for literally anything. But it has a monkey paw effect if you don't word it properly. Which is what the big bad did. Which reset the whole party back to campaign 1 in the campaign 3. But the party gets to choose a handful of things they remember from the previous 2 campaigns. All characters who are time magic based characters are unaffected by this cause of forgetting things. So they remember everything.
Huh.
And there are a handful of characters that are like this. So that's fun.
I like that.
But yeah, we're currently in campaign 3, which is basically just a remake of campaign 1 with a fun little twist. And the party can basically just do whatever they want, where they can take what they remember and go where they want. They've already subverted like so much and just like really like changed it. Because here's the thing, they're not the only ones who get to choose what they remember. I get to choose what the NPCs remember.
Oh my lord.
And oh boy, did I make one of them remember way too much of what they did to her.
Dude.
There is a kobold, I think it was,
Oh my
named
fucking god.
Marlene.
Of course it's a fucking kobold, dude.
So, this kobold is literally unkillable. It was handpicked by the gods to retain information. 2 things were picked by it. A tiefling and a kobold. They're virtually unkillable. You could split them in half and they wouldn't die. They would just regenerate. And I say that because that literally happened.
Oh my goodness.
Ew.
Yeah, they literally split her in half. and
Holy
just
shit,
threw her off the
dude.
cart.
That's crazy,
And
actually.
had to do damage control because someone was missing an arm. Several dragons were going crazy because they could smell God's blood. And yeah, fun stuff.
Wicked time.
Yeah, no, I pull the heartstrings of my players real hard. And one of my players, who is also a DM, knows how to also pull on my players. Same with me.
Inception.
He's made me cry in my own campaign.
Oh,
several times.
dude. I'm not even,
But
I even talked about the part where recently Horace has made me have to, like, stand up and have, like, a breathing exercise moment.
oh my god.
Well, it wasn't even that bad. It's cause it was the wine, Horace, for context.
Is the wine? I
Yeah.
assume it was wine.
Yeah, no dirt, dumb butt. I haven't gotten to that part, but I don't know if you heard it, Horace, but I had to mute my mic because I had to, like, gather myself for a second before I could, like, put on Cecilia's voice again.
Yeah. Oh. 3 of you drank the wine. I think Cecilia had the worst one.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, Sempronia's one was pretty shit for her, so.
Weirdly, Sempronius actually wasn't that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
She looked a little frazzled.
Were you around for the weird Mind Palace thing That- with
Mind
Alistair
Palace.
Craven?
No, I think that was before I joined.
Before you joined? Okay. There was a point where like the party was trapped in a weird like mind palace to slow them down.
Oh yeah, because
and,
they mentioned this, but I never actually knew anything about it.
Yeah. In that, I think the Sopronia kind of like met the person that they were looking for and ended up like having. I think they tried to kill her,
Yeah.
so that was fun. The whole party died in the dream.
Oh my lord.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
before I joined, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
Cause
Also, you just reminded me of something.
Because if I was there, oh yeah, you changed your little PNG tuber.
Of course it is. I have all my PNGs for D&D.
Yeah.
But that actually reminds me, like since you said Mind Palace, I had a deep sleep thing happen with my party in campaign 1 where they met a specific type of wraith that was of my own creation, and basically it would wander around the mind and try to like at first they would like check you out, see what your deal is, and then as it would progress they would start to get aggressive, and if you made eye contact with it, it could stall you from moving.
Oh.
Man, I already hate Rays with a burning passion right now. Because they're cold! They're cold! I hate cold
it's
bitches.
not that kind of wraith.
I know, I'm just saying, like, normal Rays that, like, are the one Wraith we've encountered so far in our campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Cecilia's very weak to cold because of her porcelain body.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
That shit could have killed me so fast, but then fucking Demir got its attention.
But
I'm sorry.
You're good. The party ends up encountering this wraith in different locations of the mines because basically this large obelisk shot up from the ground in between all of them. Their minds were kind of like merging together, and they had to find each other and ascend up the tower. The tower would have their greatest fears within them. But here's the thing. Whenever they first woke up in this world, it wasn't in their own mind. They had to wander around other people's minds and try to find where everyone was, while also avoiding the wraith. And all of these doors that led from one mind to another was connected. But if you mess with the wrong thing, it could end poorly for you. So you had like this very empty, barren land where everything seemed to be floating, and it was like this water land, but you could still breathe in it, and you could see debris, fallen parts of dwarven technology, crumbling structures and everything. And then as you continued walking, you would find these little scraps of paper that would lead you in the direction you need to go to find where the doors led. And eventually it led them to this rather large manor that was embodiment of self. Each of these little mine places also had a safe zone that nothing bad could enter. And each of them had like different threats.
You're far kinder than I am to give them safe places.
Oh, believe me.
Beautiful.
To get to those safe places, well, let me put it this way. Large wolf-like creature with multiple eyes, that could probably outrun most things, with an acidic rain that pours down all while you're trying to run from a small area down to a few other islands that are covered in wooded area. And you have to get past that area to find another island that... Hi, hun. Oh, thank you. It has offered me mashed potatoes.
Fuck, they gave you food.
Yep. And I have a large-ass cucumber.
I want a cucumber!
Mine.
What the fuck? I'm hungry. I
Literally
haven't...
just a single cucumber that's just cut into fours.
Okay, it's still
It's
a
just, like,
cucumber.
long ways.
It's still a cucumber.
It's more like a pickle.
It's like the pickle that you get in the jar. That's
Yeah. It's like a spear.
I want a cucumber.
Like,
A nice snack.
I love cucumbers. I love pickles as well. I eat that shit up.
Right. Yeah, I'll get the collector. But basically, at the very end of all of that was the person that they were looking for, who they had to wake up from this nightmare that they were in. Because they were basically in a comatose state that they couldn't get out of.
Fuck.
And a tiny mouse character that goes by Gloria, who is my favorite little rogue with inclined magic, that definitely isn't overpowered at all. I definitely don't make my players overpowered and then just nuke them later. I would never nuke them horribly.
You would never do that.
What, huh?
Colors, maybe.
No. I'm just
I mean,
I'll join myself.
I let my players get away with like OP seeming things because it means I can give them harder things to deal with.
Yeah. I wish my
More
friend
fun.
Mia would stop rolling 20s though.
Dude, I wish I
What?
could stop rolling ass. It was so bad yesterday. I need to steal Neo's luck.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Come here, Rat.
Man.
I thought we were gonna lose Sempronia. I really did.
Damn.
I'm not made for strength. I'm made for magic.
There you go.
It was so fucked. It was so fucked.
To be fair, you were one turn away from Sempronia having a DC or not being able to roll to break the DC.
Oh my lord, that's
Because the DC increased every round.
yeah.
And one more
Oh my
round,
God.
and Sempronia would have been impossible to actually roll it.
Oh my gosh, she's so fucking stupid. You know what's funny? I was telling my coworker about last night's session horrors, and my coworker's like, "You need to get her like a charm to stop being dumb." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm
For
like,
I need
reference,
dice.
I guess it's a bit of a spoiler for you, Steel, but they encountered a cursed sensor with
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
it had an embodiment of one of the later villains that had been encountered. But basically, he was mind controlling Sempronia to mind control herself more.
Oh.
So that she would start working for him. And that involved having to have him bathe in like a pool of like what, blood and viscera and other chemical things.
Metal.
Yeah. That was a fun time yesterday though.
yeah,
For me at least.
cause
This is going to be exciting to hear about.
Cause you know what's funny? I actually was talking to Juice earlier this morning about it. Cause I pulled up Cecilia's stat thingy. Cecilia has a +2 in acrobatics and a +2 in athletics. Karai has a +4 in acrobatics and a +3 in athletics. Sabrina has a +14 in acrobatics and a +13 in athletics.
A lot for panache.
Yeah, but that's also, but it's not fun for me. See, this is also another spoiler. So this thing was a curse. It was like essentially a curse thing. Sapronia had found a scroll of breaking curses, but didn't tell the others.
Yeah.
So she
Well,
had,
I put the cursed item in there. I gave you the solution to it.
but the Sapronia
Great.
Oh. No,
Wonderful.
I get so stressed under pressure. That was so bad yesterday. Oh my god, we were
You have a
laughing.
problem like that.
Yeah, it's cause like I didn't really want to kill Sabronia or knock her out or something, cause that's all I can really do with what I have.
Yeah.
Cause Sabronia is already a tough enough nut to crack. I don't think either of my characters could do much. Cause what the fuck is Sempronia's AC? I don't remember.
At least 2.
22?
A 22? Oh, that's actually the same thing as Karai. Actually, never mind.
Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy.
Sempronia's pretty strong as a character. Her only weakness is she's really bad against like actual magic
Yeah.
and mental things.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about too with my coworker. To be like, she's really good physically to do stuff, but then when it comes to magic and like keeping her mind together. She just kind of sucks butt.
Damn.
Gotcha.
Cause like that's the whole
Actually-
thing that some Cecilia is pretty good at.
All right.
Actually,
I
since
got
that's
a
where you were,
question for y'all.
like the wall of like mist figures. I don't know if you remember because the Mind Palace was where Semproni had the hardest time in the
Oh
campaign so
no!
far.
Oh no!
Because it was all mental shit, right? And so as soon as you guys found that thing, and Semproni had jumped and fell into the like wall of mist people, and
Oh yeah.
she was like, "Is this another fucking Mind Palace?" Was I think her exact words.
Yes, I remember because she said that, and I was like, "What?"
Uh,
I thought,
Luckily, it was not a Mind Palace, but it worked out.
Jeez.
oh yeah, because I want to say I can continue from where it was. So you can stay here, or you can do whatever you want. It's Gamira, because I know you. I think you were doing something.
Yeah.
So thank you
My
for
husband's waiting on me to hop back over.
thank you for joining it. This was just kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
a spur of the moment DM to DM conversation.
I
Oh,
might
don't worry,
join back
I was
later,
writing down notes the
maybe.
entire time you were talking.
I mean, I can give you some ideas for things. I have a thing called corruption, which takes over creatures,
Yep.
and slowly makes them less and less humanoid. And they lose sense of self until they're basically nothing but a gelatinous mass of black ooze that only
Ew.
craves more and more other lives. And the more
Stinky.
things that collect together, the more amorphous and aggressive it is.
I think
Until it
introducing
becomes
you
immune
two
to
was a
light.
fun idea.
this is definitely fun.
DM
Oh
to
my.
DM communication is great. You need to get.
I nerd out really freaking hard on D&D. I'm sorry.
I say
And
I'm
lost
on
the
my
path
I'm
here.
on my hands and knees, Gamira. You still need to. You might keep mentioning your campaigns. I think you invited me to one, but like, I don't
I had a little
remember.
one shot.
Yeah.
I
Like,
need to finish setting it up. I need to grab like one more person,
okay,
which I might be grabbing hard for him.
alright.
Let's see. But I might give you my funny little kinku to have as a fellow NPC.
I thought you were
Well,
about to say that I was gonna be a Kenku, and I was about to fucking snap.
No.
Don't.
I have a kinku. Her name is Strix, also known as Owl Song. She is a healer, but she heals with her fists.
I don't know if that's better or worse than Demir healing with a gun.
She heals specifically with brass knuckles, which she is efficient in, and is really good at critting with. So she hits you. So first she hits you, and then she heals you.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I first that was actually my first character I had for another campaign. She was a Kiku cleric, healing cleric, and she was obsessed with cute things and really wanted to bite things.
Lol.
Very nice.
She really likes food and gets into way too much trouble.
Oh.
She charged into a bandit camp, screaming, "Save cat!"
Chaos
They had to
incarnate.
grab her by the beak and pull her back.
That's
Just
funny
keep
as fuck.
Upon finishing off all the people at the bandit camp, they got into the boat and were trying to find the cat. And apparently, because my DM was an asshole, he decided it would be a great idea to just fill the thing with porcelain cats. And
Porcelain
I kept failing
cats.
my perception roll.
You didn't.
So every
Where's
time
Waldo?
she'd find it, she would get so sad because it was cold and stiff.
Oh.
And then just yeet it out the back when she realized it was the fucking doll.
Oh my god.
And she just kept finding them. Because I kept failing the perception roll.
That's so funny, bro. I think I crit failed a perception yesterday. It was so ass.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I drink water. Because when I ramble like this, I start getting like a really dry throat.
That's why you should drink more water.
I have cold water, so.
Cold water.
Wow, it's not lukewarm water? Oh, okay.
Not lukewarm.
Okay, I'll just stick with my lukewarm water over here.
Fucking disgusting. Disgusting creature.
Also, you're a disgusting creature.
Bitch. I'm gonna.
Fucker.
You wanna try me?
Yeah?
I pick you up and I suplex you.
What a bitch.
Roll.
I like how you try to. I don't know if you try to pull out the voice to try to do something, but like it doesn't.
Oh no, I don't do that to mess with anybody. It's just fun to do.
Fair enough. I didn't know.
I just like doing this voice because it's really fun.
Not that voice.
Oh, is it this one?
Yeah, I'm talking about that one. Because
Oh, no, I
doesn't
just like
it
doing
get
this one
mystic?
because it's fun. I mean, it's also currently fucked up because I'm still sick, so
Oh no!
I can't do the full voice right now.
You gotta get better.
I would like to. At least I'm not feeling nearly as bad.
It was spin mountain. It's spin and then you're a mount. The same. I'm glad you're doing better though. Glad that you're
Yeah.
up and about and that you can like do shit like this.
I'm doing a lot better.
That's really
A
good.
little disoriented. I'm glad it's better.
Exactly. Like, thank you for saying. You better go back to whatever
Yeah,
you're doing
I'm
with
gonna
Fox.
suplex my husband.
Yeah.
I guess
Say,
Fox. I'll have fun.
Have fun, Kamira. Thank you for joining.
Yay.
Let's
Thank you for having me.
Let's say you're always allowed to join. You have permission to get in here, so you join and you can fucking annoy my ass.
Fair enough. Also, here's this sock. You can put Toad in it.
Ew. I don't know what that's about, but this is. I just realized that this is probably your first introduction to like the people I hang out with, Horace. Like,
Yep.
I don't think you've met Kat either, because Kat's in the server because she was part of the one shot with, Demir that Demir ran.
Yep.
The sock
I
is
did
my
see that they were
punishment.
in that server.
They're so funny. I love talking to Kat so much. She's a goober. Okay, well, I'm not in gambles. I can continue. Because what Horace said was true, that Sempernia jumped to try to jump over these misty figures, and then she also just fell to the fucking floor and like passed the hell out.
No.
So it was just Cecilia crying, Ketu now just staring at the two other party members like asleep on the ground. I think we had dragged them a little bit to like lean against a tree. Well, I think I was trying to assess what the hell like this shit was, magic wise. But I don't think I succeeded at that. I think I failed like ass. But like after a couple minutes,
Jeez.
you motherfucker.
Thanks, Mountain.
Man. So many people have access to this channel because they're allowed to come annoy me to death. Okay, what was it? So, I think after, like, what, 5-10 minutes? The others who were sleeping, like, they were, like, breathing very, like, shallow, like, very weakly, but, they're alive, right? But then, like, they started breathing a little more heavily as if they just, like, really fell into sleep. I think that's how you described it, Horace. I don't remember. I think I'm giving, like, an okay description.
Like, of their state, as in, like...
Yeah, like, when they were, like, first knocked out, and then whenever they left, but they were, like, their body was still, like, asleep-ish.
Yeah, like, they're basically... The best way I can explain is, like, in D&D terms, like, their astral body just, like, was there, and then they had their real body, which is on the ground asleep.
Yeah, and then, like, they woke up and they were, like, breathing more again.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, I was right. And, like, we shook them awake. We were like, you know, what the hell just happened? And they were just like, they were like, I think Civis found the door to get out after following the invisible wall. And then Sempernia just punched her way out, I think. Because that's just what
Very
Sempernia does.
Perfect.
But once we kind of got back together, we were continuing. It was It was Sempronia who got grabbed first, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sempronia's was like walking behind us, and then just all of a sudden her legs got grabbed by like vines and then yanked like out from under her. Like she was like being like actively like dragged backwards, and like we were like really struggling for whatever fucking reason to like cut these vines or like get them off her. We did cut them off, but then Civis was like following it to like wherever the source was. And it was like this big carnivorous plant, and then Civis got fucking wrapped up in all the vines. So now it was a race to get them out before this plant ate them.
Eats them.
Yeah. I think I just used my very convenient fire magic for that hot moment. I think I just burned the shit out of that plant. I don't even remember if Sempronia attacked it. I think she did, but...
There you go.
We did get Civis out. It was kind of a hassle. Like, we were all like, what the fuck? Like, evil carnivorous plant was not fun.
No, absolutely not.
It's gonna fucked up. But after that, we continued on. And as we had continued on... God damn it, I'm trying to color. I just remember Cecilia actually looks like white in this photo. Because now she doesn't look white in the campaign. Did you see the drawing I did, Horace, of like how ugly she looks right now?
I don't think I have.
I think I posted in the...
Let me see. Oh, yes, you did.
She looks so gross. And I kind of like it. I was actually like genuinely like looking up information about porcelain stains and stuff. Because I think I do want to keep it like a thing that she is just ugly stained right now. I think it's funnier because then she has to she's more mad in the sense of someone has like dirtied her because she tries to look proper and prim for like any time her master might fucking appear. I think it's funny. Anyways, back to the topic. As we had continued walking, we eventually got to like a kind of, it was a clearing to where instead of just a wall of these misty figures, now a like whole circle appeared around like all of us. So me, Ketu, Sempronia, and Civis. And Civis is just like, oh, this is gonna be like last time, like to where you just like kind of like walk out. So he like walks up to it and just touches it, and then he just like he poofs, like he's just fucking gone, like like gone. We're just standing there like, where did he go? You know,
Mental thing now.
he's fucking gone, stolen, wished away. So that was a little panic-inducing. But I think Sempronia was the one who like actually like kind of looked and was like, hey, like I think this time we can like actually climb over these things, because there was like a bunch of trees and stuff. And so Ketu and Sempronia climbed up, but as a precaution, they had left Karai in the middle of the circle, and so Cecilia was with Sempronia, like she just picked her up. And they climbed over, and I have to like remember, as they landed, the misty figures had like tried to reach out and grab them. Sempronia had saved her roll, but I failed my roll. But in that instant, when it went to go grab me, it just felt really cold, like nothing had happened. But yeah, I'll say. But the little crest that's on her jacket, I think you've seen it in her drawings. Actually, no, I'm a liar. I don't have any of her drawings. I'm a dumbass. But on her coat, on her left side, like where because that's like, you know, where you put like a name tag or something on like shirts and coats. right there is the crest of her house, like the Ren class symbol. And it was like oddly glowing. But like nothing happened to her. Like she didn't get whisked away like Civis. So that was kind of weird, right? And she like got off Sempronium. And she like finally like went up to these figures and like touched it. And it just kind of, what was it, like dissipated around her hand, and her symbol on her crest was still glowing. And so she had Karai like walk through towards them, and like nothing happened to him either. So you know that's kind of weird, you know, right? And poor Horace was trying to fucking get me to touch this goddamn fog that entire session. I remember you talking about how frustrated were you again?
Not really that frustrated. Somewhat frustrated, but not that frustrated because like I had other opportunities to have that come up.
I mean, yeah, but that's like the first opportunity, and I kept fucking avoiding.
I just needed it to come up before you hit level 7.
Before level 7?
For no reason in particular.
I'm glad that it did.
I really hope you know that I just like did like this. I don't know if you're looking at my stream, but I just made like this face. I like squinted at your little fucking PNG tuber on my screen.
That you got still.
Now I have to go back and look at my fucking character page. I'm actually killing you right now. Anyways. That happened, kind of odd situation, but we eventually just kept heading towards Glen Whisper. I don't think we actually looked for Civis, which was really funny.
Yes, what happened to Civis? What?
He just kind of came back, right? Or
that was when we did the like split session.
Yeah.
Where it was Civis first and then you guys. So what happened to Civis was Civis was teleported somewhere. That was a thing that the Veiled Hand had like set up as a trap. Well, okay. Technically, they didn't set it up as a trap. They hijacked it as a trap. That's the more complicated thing to go over. But what's it called? So when Civis was touched, he was transported to an area where the Veiled Hand knew that they would be teleported to and came looking for him. And then Civis basically did a whole stealth thing to try and get back to you into the town without being seen.
He was so fine on his own, it was crazy.
Yeah.
We didn't even need this split session. Because we just ignored all of that shit and just came back. It's hilarious.
Yep.
Because I remember I joined that call and you're like, oh, you're already done. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Civis got through it pretty fast.
So funny. So glad it wasn't Sempronium. Sempronium would be fucking killing the shit out of all those people.
Probably.
Probably. Knowing her, she would probably be killing and ripping everyone apart. Oh my god. Okay, so we finally got to Glen Whisper. Well, the fucking town we've been trying to get to for like a hot minute. Not that long, but you know. Oh my god. I can't remember, but it's not even that late, goddamn. We get there to Glen Whisper. Once we get there, we kind of like snuck in through this like side crack in the wall to get in there. Ketu at this point also, I mentioned, left because the person playing Ketu couldn't be there for obviously the rest of the sessions. So they appeared, they disappeared. Actually, no, Ketu. When did what's their face not to control Ketu? I think when the mist stuff started, actually. I'm trying to remember whenever you like took over Ketu Forest. I think it was. I would think it was when we like, really got into the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss them every day. Not Ketu, but Dianthus.
Yeah. I wish she'd join, but unfortunately, she is very busy.
Yeah. The sadness. Okay. So we got into Glen Whisper. We were like looking for, I think, just like a point of interest to like investigate first. But when we were like walking, I had noticed like a little like rat man. And like I pointed it out to Sempronia. I'm like, hey, like there's someone like there. So then Sabrina like reaches over and just fucking grabs him and picks him up. And it's like, who are you? And he like freaks out. And he's like, I can't remember how you do your voice for fucking Scrappy. This little rat guy, his name is Scrappy. Kind of a
Like the
goober.
name.
He's funny. We at this point, where we are right now in this session, we like Scrappy because he's kind of just interesting in like a funny way.
Nice.
But basically, he talked to us. He explained that like the Vilhan, like they're like the baddies. They're everywhere, and that he's looking for something that they stole from him, which is a compass.
Okay.
Yeah, he also told you guys that like he was there because he wanted to investigate who was messing with his like or who
his
had like touched the weird mist things. But you guys kind of forgot about that.
We did. I literally forgot about it because
Yeah.
like we weren't in the mist, so like don't think about it right now. That
Because
was
I think he mentioned briefly like, oh yeah, those were my mist things. The Vilhen stole my thing and also like took over those of mine. And then you're like, okay, let's go find your thing.
yeah. I don't remember exactly what the exact like back and forth was, but I know you mentioned it. I know he mentioned that he like was controlling the mist to some degree. I still remember that. It's just that we didn't really get to ask about it because we were more interested in finding his thing.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Oh, because Civis wasn't with us yet because we were gonna help him find his thing so he could help us find Civis. That's what it was.
Yep.
I have to
The
remember.
priority.
That was exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And then Civis found you guys kind of just like forgot about it.
Mm-hmm. Look at
Gotcha.
we're really stupid still.
Oh no.
If you can like listen to us, like listen in on these actual sessions, oh my god, we're so stupid. We keep fucking bickering.
Oh my, I imagine it is funny. But Scrappy, as a side note, sounds very resourceful. Like to have the ability to control these teleport and mind numbing
Well, okay.
creatures.
Without saying too much, since like
Do you
some
want
of
me?
the spoilery.
Do you want me to like
Not
take
all
off
of
my earbuds and like go away for a
it's
second?
fine. Some of the stuff is Scrappy. Some of it was the Veilhen realizing Scrappy made these things and took over his creation.
Ah.
But what is Scrappy and what is not Scrappy is up in the air for now.
Yeah, we don't know that yet because we didn't fucking ask him.
Glad he's part of the team.
Yeah. So he told us that like in the warehouse is probably where his like compass is, and we just need to go find it because then he can help us find Civis. And so we're like, okay, like Cecilia and Sempernia are gonna go in to find it while Cry is with Scrappy, because I actually no, because yeah, Sempernia should. I think Juice remembers the whole mist thing, because we asked Scrappy that if like they heard a big noise, then to make like a mist cloud or like a fog cloud to cover for us, you know, like give us some cover from the townsfolk.
Mhm.
Now I have to ask Juice if they remember anything.
The fog cloud he made with because Juice gave him.
Oh yeah, the crystal. I forgot about the crystal.
That's how Juice first realized that the crystals can do more than just explode.
Gotcha.
God, I forgot. That's how he.
And for my own notes, the crystals are not one use,
if
not single use.
used with magic, they're not like you
If
can
they
use.
are properly used, like you
Yeah.
can channel energy in them to make them do elemental effects, in which case it doesn't necessarily use them up. The party hasn't determined how much they can use each crystal, but as far as I know, they're more than one use if you don't blow it up.
Right.
Yeah, but these
Okay.
other idiots have been blowing it up.
Blowing them up. I see.
Mainly Sempronia. Sempronia is the one who's been like tossing shit around and exploding it.
Yeah.
Because for God's sakes, Sempronia has a +1 in Arcana. I have that actually in my thing. I don't know how much Demir has in Arcana, but I have a +9. So
Demir's is very high, I think. Actually, no, Demir is
What is the mirror?
More magical than you, actually.
That's crazy. Well, I'm a little more spread out, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like the other two have like their stuff like really pinpointed to certain stats, but I was really spread out
Let's see.
because a lot of Cecilia's stuff is like talking, even though I don't do that a lot, which is both because I struggle under pressure, but also because that's just how Cecilia is, because she's not a talker, unless asked to be a talker in that sense.
Right.
Because, you know, she's a puppet, that's her whole thing. She's supposed to, like, she just follows what people tell her to do, so. I just remembered Demir mentioning having the Gen Z theory yesterday.
Gosh, they gave him the Gen Z stare.
I think because Demir was asking him something and Korai just didn't really fucking respond and how they wanted. And Demir's player mentioned it, I was like, look, dude, that's just how he is. He's so bad at talking. These two are so bad at, like, actually having a conversation versus just, like, responding in just how they want. I don't know how to describe it. They're just stupid. They're so bad.
They'll get better.
I think also my anxiety about, like, not seeming like an idiot also plays into the unfortunate, but anyways.
What can you do?
What was it? Sapernia has Cecilia, like, on, like, her shoulder, I think, while Korai is with Scrappy, and Sapernia, like, climbs into the second window of this big warehouse building that we're in, and we get up there. Sapernia has to, like, kind of crawl around because I think it's a low ceiling, or was it she just crouched, I think. Either way, she was, like, we were trying to be sneaky, obviously, in there. And, like, there was, like, a desk there that had a locked drawer. And Sabrina was looking at other stuff, but then I motioned for her to come help me unlock this, because I cannot fucking pick lock worth my life. She came over, she helped, we busted open. We find the compass in there.
Mm-hmm.
But what was it? Like, one of us, like, moved wrong, I think? And they were like, we heard people below us kind of shuffling around and coming up to investigate. No, I think we just heard someone coming upstairs. So Sapernia, like, ducked to hid, which was fine. But I went to duck and hide under the desk, but I also closed the drawer to make it look like, you know, like we weren't there. But that one, like, little attempt, like, they heard the door, or not the door, like, click, I think. Either click, like, they just heard the door. They heard the noise. And they're like, who's there? And when they came up the stairs, I'm sorry.
Somebody got a smack in. Something happened.
Or can you take a break and chill the fuck out?
Yeah, so what happened was they gave the signal to Scrappy to do the fog thing.
Mm-hmm.
It did work. Scrappy started making the fog, but Sompronia's original plan was just do a bit of fog, like, around the entrances to obscure them, like, leaving and such. Scrappy did not realize that there was supposed to be a stopping.
Oh.
So he just kept making a continually expanding fog cloud, like a really dense fog cloud. While Sempronia proceeded to throw the adversaries out of the window.
Get them while they're confused, I guess.
Yeah. I think the final fog cloud ended up being what? I know it engulfed the full warehouse. I'm trying to remember. I think it ended up being like 100 feet in diameter. It was a giant fog cloud.
My days. That's huge.
Yeah, before Sempronia was like, Scrappy, stop.
It's so funny. Sabrina like full on fucking tackled that dude at the window. It was so funny.
Take him one way or another.
Because when Sabrina did that, she was like out the window, dude. And then like I like rushed to grab the compass, and I think I also grabbed some papers from inside. And so like I was rushing to see also what Sabrina had just fucking done. But then I think I heard someone else coming up, and like in the moment of panic, Sabrina, I think she like held her like hand out or something. It's essentially I just jumped out the window to land on Sabrina. I don't.
Great, yes.
I think I was fine. I was pretty fine. I don't remember if I really took much damage from that. But like we like landed. The guy poked his head out. I was like, what the hell? And like Sombronia used her grappling hook on her arm to grapple this guy and fucking yank him.
Yank him off that.
Out the window.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I tell you, Sombronia is a fucking crazy piece of shit.
The style points are there.
Good. But essentially we were out. We went back to Scrippy. We made him dissolve the fog cloud, but like we gave him his thing. But I had noticed that this is like a really like fancy compass. Like it looks really intricate, which is really odd for like this kind of, you know, meh looking rat folk to have.
Right.
And I asked him about it. I was like, "What? Like, where did you get this?" And he's like, "My uncle." And I'm like, "Well, like, who's your uncle?" And he's like, was it Syrian Virulin? Am I saying that correctly?
Virulent?
Virulin?
Here,
I think I'm saying it right.
Let me look at the actual name. I can tell. Hold on.
Cause I have it written down, but I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, Siren Virulent.
Yeah, Syrian Virulin. Uncle Lava! Stop trying to throw shit in my face.
that one missed. I don't know where that went.
I don't know, it like landed on my skull and then bounced off.
Oh.
But the Virulins are actually a friendly house to the Ren class in like another house back in Excelsior. Like this is a fucking guy from home. I was like, what?
It's a small world.
The way I was like so aghast by this, I was like staring at my screen. I was like, what? What do you mean this guy's connected to home in some weird way? I was like,
No wonder.
I was like, what the fuck? I think I'm trying to remember what happened after this. Actually, I think Civis came in and then like did we follow Scrappy to his house
What?
after this?
Divis found you guys because of the giant fog cloud.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh, it worked out.
Yeah. And then you guys went inside, looted the whole warehouse, and stuffed the bodies into some crates or something.
Oh yeah, Sabrina stuffed a bunch of the crates. We found like a fuck ton of like really expensive wine. I think we found some
Oh,
other like
sweet.
yeah. We found wine. I think I made like a guesstimate of what like 50, 60 gold pieces each.
Yeah.
And a lot of it.
Yeah, how many balls was it? Like 20 something?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Like it was, I remember it was at least worth over a little over 1,200 gold pieces, I think. But that was based
Ooh.
off my guesstimate. I was not guessing correctly because I was unsure about this one. We did all that, and then what was it? I know we went to Scrappy's house, but I don't remember what order it was specifically in.
You didn't go to Scrappy's house. You just found out where Scrappy lived.
Yeah, oh yeah,
And Scrappy left.
we found out where he lived, and then he left. I'm trying to remember. I'm really struggling to remember like this part of the campaign actually, because this was kind of like the odd bit between like all the clock tower stuff.
Yeah. So the next thing was happened was you guys realized that there was someone watching, or Civis and Cry realized there was someone watching
Oh
you guys.
yeah, okay.
You guys made the weird plan where 2 of you go to the temple, 2 of you go to the clock tower. And
Yeah,
let's see.
I remember because Cry had noticed someone watching them, and so he started. Because Sempernia was talking about the plan about them splitting up, and then Cry was mentioning it to Civis while they were outside, because Civis was on watch duty, but then fucking failed that, I guess. And once Karai had noticed that they were being watched, he just started heading in the direction of the clock tower, aka, like, quote-unquote, following the plan. And Cecilia told Sempernia, like, oh, like, they're being watched. Like, something's happening outside. We should probably, like, wait a little bit and then follow after. I think it. Like, that actually jogged my memory a lot. I always forget, like, small bits, and then I get all of it back, dude.
Great.
So they were separated. Civis and Karai went into the clock tower eventually. Like, once they were going through with this. Sempernia and Cecilia were following along at, like, a distance. Just to, like, also try and spot out the person that had been spying on the other two. What was it? I think they went inside, and they were in there, and we found, like, the hatch on the floor. I don't think we had noticed the desk.
Nope.
Neither of us at that point had noticed the desk that was in there. That was later on when Demir came back. Oh god, I don't want to talk about that too chapter. No, it's a whole deal still. I was so embarrassed because I kind of fumbled my own part. But that was when we had... Discord was being shit that day, so it's kind of an ass thing. Anyways. That... I think... That's when Soren came in. I think.
That's when you first met Soren, yes.
Yes, Soren had came in and introduced himself as the maintenance man of the clock tower.
Mm-hmm.
And Civis made, like, a whole thing about, like, oh, like he was curious about seeing, like, how it worked. And Soren's, like, I think he, like, said that he would give us a tour, but he would have to do something first. So then he'd, like, dip down into that hatch after, like, unlocking it, and then whatever. God, I'm trying to put together the order of this crap, but...
After that, I think Sempronia realized you guys were taking a long time, so Sempronia and Karai came in. After that, Soren came back up and was like, I'll give you the tour. Sempronia decided that she didn't want to go on the tour, but the rest of you did, so you all went up to the top of the clock tower, while Sempronia went down to check the basement. Yeah,
because Sempronia wandered around to the back, found the hatch, and went down to investigate that. When we had went up, the flight of stairs seemed really long, but then we were, like, up there really fast, which was a little odd. We never did figure out what the hell was going on with that, but whatever. Once we got up there, like, it was one room. Yeah, like, we were up there, and then Soren, like, I don't remember what he said, but he then, like, disappeared, and whenever we tried to, like, leave, the hatch that we had just came up from was now, like, magically locked. Like, I could not undo that magic for my life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so now we were just kind of stuck. And Civis was trying to find a way to get us out of there. And so Civis went up a floor. Cecilia followed. And so did Karai, kinda. I say kinda because Karai stayed, like, holding the hatch door open that they just went through, just in case, you know, it locked again. And then separated them all again. Fucking Christ, I'm trying to draw here. This is the funny fucking moment. This is the great occurrence that happened that made us all burst out laughing. Civis' plan he like was trying to cut out a part of the giant glass pane that is the clock face. He failed at that, so then the whole thing shattered and like dropped all the way to the ground. And so then he got rope out because his plan basically was to rappel down the side of the clock tower because we couldn't get out through the door we had just come up. And I was like, what? I was like, what kind of plan is this, man? Because the clock tower was what, 80 feet tall? Like that was an 80-foot drop.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, yeah.
Civis only had like 50 feet of rope, but I gave him my extra 50 feet of rope so that it was like, at least 100. So then they could, you could, in theory, climb down to the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't really think this is the best idea. And Civis was like, well, do you have anything else in mind? Cecilia just kind of like looked at Karai, and then they kind of looked at each other. And then she's like, fine. So Cecilia got in Civis's bag so that she doesn't have to climb. She can't really climb anyways. I don't think Civis can for shit either. So Civis climbed, I have to remember how you describe this horse. Civis climbed about 5 feet down a little bit, and then he realized that he can't really climb that well. And then just slid down the rope, getting massive fucking rope burn, and then like dropped like the rest of the way down.
Gosh. 80 feet and slid how many feet down before he dropped?
I have to look because I know I wrote it down because I drew it out because like I was trying so hard to mentally like imagine because it was so bad. 5 feet down, so about 75 feet, like all the way down. And then he fucking flopped to the ground. And because Cecilia was in his bag, that means I technically, in a way, landed on him. The poor guy was knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, so how falling works in Pathfinder is, even though like the rope was there, like it was more like just fall while having one hand on the rope, which didn't really do much to arrest momentum. That wouldn't have killed Zevis by himself. But so in Pathfinder, if you have someone else fall on you after you fall, you take all the damage that they took in fall damage as well. Because you're essentially having whatever that thing drop from the same amount of momentum. So essentially Civis took double damage from having Cecilia fall on him.
It was so bad. It was
like 16d6 worth of damage.
It was so bad. That poor guy was fucking Steel?
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I had muted on two sides. And I'm just thinking about that. That is 100% the right term for it. Wiped the floor with Civis, and shortly after he returns to the party too.
No. So this happened. Simultaneously as this happened, Zabroni was down in that basement, found a weird fucking obelisk, went through a side door, and whenever she poked her head out like a door that was there at the end, she actually poked her head out into the hatch that was previously locked in the clock tower, and so she just sees Karai just standing there in between the initial floor and the latch door, and he just looks like mortified because he felt all the damage that Cecilia also just took from falling.
Oh no.
I think it's so funny because Sabrina could have genuinely saved us all of that if we waited a little longer.
But apparently their idea was the only thing that mattered.
Yeah. In world time, I think Sempronia opened the hatch less than a minute after Civis hit the ground.
There's no. Oh my gosh! Like, you can't make this up.
It was so funny. It was so funny. So Karai went with Sabrina to go down the hatch, come back around, and we took like Civis immediately to like the inn to like tend to his wounds. Well, Cecilia actually tended to him right there also just to make sure he wasn't gonna like immediately die. He was okay, but obviously he was beat the fuck up. We went to the inn, we stayed there. Demir, or not Demir, I keep saying Demir, for fuck's sake. Civis got his own room, and then Cecilia and Sabrina were in the same room. Because, you know, she doesn't really take up a lot of space. I think Karai was standing outside of their rooms, though, just because, like, guard duty, because he's a dork. But, what was it? We slept there for the night, right?
Mm-hmm.
We slept there
Before
for the...
that, Sempronia did talk to the what's it called, barkeep a little bit, because that's where you guys first discovered the like tarnishing of the mirrors and shit.
Oh,
Barkeep was
yeah.
doing.
Because she was being a little odd about, like, stuff. But also...
Yeah, that's where you first learned that the like any reflected surface was being used to spy on the people of town, and that's why everything was tarnished in the inn.
Yeah.
I see.
Sorry, I'm trying to decide if I like how I drew this hair. Because I'm trying to draw Cecilia, like, as if this is whenever she was first, like, freshly made, so I'm trying to make it look cutesy.
It's looking great.
I've had this drawing for so long, and I just never finished it, but, like, with the most recent events, I feel like having her in her most, like, fresh state is really interesting. That sounds really weird, but it'll make sense in, like a hot minute. Because I'm trying really hard to speed through, like, Glen Whisper a little bit, so then we can get to what just happened last night. But there's so much in Glen Whisper. Because I also don't want to keep you up too late, Steel. I don't know when you want, like, to be cut off.
Well, about that, I'll try to convince my dad to let me stick around, but he gets a bit iffy because he likes his bedtime as well.
I know.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Just keep me updated. Once he says, like, if you start fighting, then, like, I'll just cut myself off.
You're good.
Okay. Oh god. I'm like putting like this story together back in my mind. I'm so glad I'm streaming this so that I can rewatch my VODs and remember stuff that I need to note down. Honestly, this is like a note-taking session for me mentally as well as just you.
Let's go. Yeah. Again, Horace, thanks so much for being here to reconcile and also just,
Fix my
add-
issues.
add
Yeah.
some extra flair.
It is fun. I also don't remember everything that happens.
Yeah.
I have notes for as much of it as possible, but there's like lots of little things like, oh yeah, that was a plot hole that they still need to resolve at some point.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is like reviewing for both.
Very nice.
That's so funny. I think I think this is good to also because I actually want to rewrite my physical notes that I have for the sessions because they're so ass, like they're so bad. Like I should be taking more notes down honestly, but I keep just not. Anyways, but they went to bed after all that. In the morning, Civis was the first to wake up, handed Karai like a letter, and then just fucking left. And then Karai went in to Cecilia to show her the letter after reading it himself, and Cecilia was like, sorry, I heard the throat noise. Cecilia was like, Sabrina, like, Civis is gone. And she's like, what? Brother fucking fully, like, left the mission because he's... What was it? Sempernia did not clarify that this is a go fetch something mission, and they thought it was just like a bounty, like hunt for like Ravenblade that we had already killed, and that he was just being brought along. But I think also like what he like wanted to sue her too for like him almost dying.
I regardless, I am happy that Simus will not have to deal with so much chaos that they were not prepared for.
Yeah, it was so bad.
That's hilarious though, how things end with him.
It was honestly really funny. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, oh my god, he's fucking gone. But after this, like, we went like downstairs to like maybe catch him and like talk to him. But then guess who fucking showed up?
Demir, who?
Fucking Demir showed up. Demir
course.
showed up. And Sabrina was like, what? Like, huh? Because Demir was supposed to have, like, what, another week in jail by this time? Yeah. And she just wasn't in jail. And Sabrina's like, what, like, we're like, how are you here? Oh, yeah, because Cecilia and Craig went outside to see if they could spot Sibis. And that's whenever they spotted Demir just walking towards them. Cause
well, Demir was just walking around, and then Demir noticed them gawking.
Yeah. And Demir's like, oh, Cecilia! Like, where's Symphonia? I need to talk to her.
Wait, we have questions for you. What are you doing here?
Because I think I forgot to mention this. When Demir was initially put in jail, Agas, which is Demir's familiar, what was it, like, took the bag of holding that she had and took it back to her place, and so we had to figure out where Demir lived for, like, a hot minute. Went there, got into the room, and, like, we were trying to get the bag from Agas, but, like, Agas was kind of fighting us about, like, you know, taking her possession. And I think Sempernia just kind of, like, grabbed him and put him aside while taking the bag, and we left. And so when Demir, like, arrived, she was very not happy about Sabrina, like, semi-bullying Agas, because, like, that's her son. Like, they treat Agas like a baby.
Aww.
Little baby ghost raccoon that apparently died before I even got there.
The little raccoon the raccoon got stomped in the, what's it called? Sewers as well.
Was it? I could no.
Agas has died a couple times in the campaign.
I could have sworn Agas was dead before I joined. Or
no, Agas got stomped by the construct that stomped you as well.
Oh, I remember now. Oh my god. For some reason my brain thought that Agas was still dead before I joined.
No.
I'm a dumbass, it's okay. Okay. But what was it? We like dragged the mirror into like the room that we were just in to like talk to her and kind of catch her up on like what the hell's happening. Because Sabrina mentioned that like the basement thing that was going on. So, actually no. This is whenever we went to go visit Scrappy first, right? I think it was Scrappy before. Yeah, because Demir was talking to Scrappy.
Nope. That was way later. You guys decided to go to the clock tower after this. You're like, we need to go to a clock tower. And Demir was like, I'm down.
Okay, yeah, and I remember because we have the staff whenever we went to go visit Scrappy. Okay. It's because I don't know, I'm like, because I remember the whole interaction we had in Scrappy's house. I'm like, where is this in the timeline? I keep mixing it up. I'm a dumbass.
Order of operations at this point was, you found Demir, you told Demir about a temple in the clock tower. Demir investigated the temple and heard that something was happening at night, so you would come back at night. So you then went to the clock tower instead.
Yeah, because we had like time to kill. Okay, yeah. Thank God you decided to join, because I probably would have fucked all that up. Cause like,
Let's go.
cause I honestly wanted you or Juice or Demir to be in here while talking about this, but Juice is probably like past the hell out. Demir obviously doesn't want to be on here, which is completely fine. Like, totally get it, you know. And then like I never know what the fuck you're doing, so you're an anomaly to me, Horace. Okay. I never know what you're doing at most times.
I never know I'm doing either.
Great. That's perfect.
Great. Okay, so we wanted to go investigate the clock tower that has apparently the murder basement. That's what Sabrina kept fucking calling it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to talk about the whole Demir Karai thing. That was so bad. I kind of have to though, cause okay, for context, Karai can change his shape to like whatever he really wants
Mm-hmm.
because of his form being like an astral plane thingamabob. So it's gonna sound really stupid because it was really stupid. Cecilia and Sempronia were together, but then we had Karai look like a gas to be with Demir because Demir is new to the town, but the people have already seen Karai, Cecilia, and Sempronia wander around, kind of causing a little bit of like possible mischief.
That's a
So
bad rep.
yeah, like we're already kind of having eyes on us. So it was kind of a situation of Karai stays with Demir to talk to them about stuff, while Cecilia is with Sempronia so that they have that mental connection. So then Demir goes to the temple, goes in there, I think, like, zones out for, like, a hot minute because of, like, the shit going on in there. Because I think it was Cecilia who figured this out, that there are strange runes on the bell in the clock tower that matched strange runes on the altar of the church, or the temple.
Mhm.
And we can kind of deduce that this is probably connected to, like, the weird wisdom throws we've been doing every hour, because every time the bell like told, we had to do a throw, and if we fail, we kind of got like a little funky wonky. What was the effect you gave me, Horace? Dumb.
You guys were stupefied every.
Stupefied. Thank you.
Yes, and the effect increased every time you failed.
Yes.
Oh.
The first time I got stupefied, oh my god, the way I was like. The way that my, like, all the numbers on my character page just, like, went red.
Most of the stats in Pathfinder are like related to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, and Stupefied decreases those stats by a number on Stupefied. So Stupefied 1 would decrease all the stats by 1. Stupefied like 5 would decrease it all by 5.
Right.
I just didn't.
So-
I didn't even like 1. I didn't like that at all.
Bronia went down to like a negative wisdom and charisma at some point.
I know that was Demir, I think, because Demir kept being a
Oh.
dumbass.
That might have been Civis, not Demir, because Demir wasn't there long enough to really get affected by Clock Tower.
No, because I think. Actually, no, it happened with Demir inside, I think.
Yeah, for Demir it was down in the basement once you actually started fighting the thing.
Yeah. So,
Fine.
I'm trying to remember. I could have sworn Demir got Superfied 1 in the temple, and then we were in the clock tower with the whole Aghast situation, like fake Aghast with Korai. They were trying to mess with that mirror, and then they got like what, 2 or 3?
Oh yeah, yep. They got like I think 3 stupefied.
Yeah, they were fucked up for like a hot minute. Okay, anyways, to fill in the gap, Steel, at the temple, Demir kind of zoned out for a minute. Karai was trying to get their attention by like just kind of like shaking them, and so because we had like a signal. Apparently, okay, this was the day that Discord was being an asshole, and I was really struggling to what the others were trying to communicate with me. What they were trying to communicate with me was that if anything was off, then Karai leaves like Demir and like heads back towards the others as a signal that something is wrong and they need to get back together. But the way my brain processed it with all like the funky Discord was that, you know, if there was like immediate danger and the sense of a fight about to break out, that's when Karai leaves. Not even whenever just this stupid fight thing happened.
Right.
So
Oh,
it was
no.
it was really embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I was crying. I felt so stupid, but like
Oh,
Discord was being really evil that day.
It was really
Yeah.
bad. I could barely understand what everyone was trying to say.
Me too, and that's why I started crying at the end of the session because I felt really dumb. Because I couldn't make out what everyone was trying to tell me about the cry signal bullshit.
Oh.
It was like we all talked it through. It's fine. Then we're fine. It's just we just blamed it on Discord being an asshole that day.
Yeah.
Which it was.
But eventually Karai does get like out of Demir's lab whenever Demir's not listening to him about like approaching or like just like doing something. Because Demir went up to the altar that was there and like I think prayed. And whenever that was happening, Karai looked at the altar and noticed like something kind of going on with it. Like something past it, like something was shimmering on it, and she tried to reach out, but then the priest immediately stopped it. I was like, oh no, can you like not have your pet like fucking touch this? And then we was like, oh no, I'm so sorry, but my son, blah 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 blah. Cry does lead them out. They all meet back up. Kind of talk about what happened. And we did a similar plan to where it was Demir and Karai disguised first into the clock tower. Inside. This is after like Horace said earlier, we've discovered that any reflective surface in this town is being used for scrying to spy on the people of this town. And when we walked in, Demir noticed a mirror. So Demir went to go try and tarnish this mirror. And failed.
Oh, whoops.
Bro I think she got psychic damage too. She got like a brain zap. It's not cool. Simultaneously as this is happening, Cry went to a desk that was in the corner and kind of went to and go like dig through it a little bit, and found like, what was it? I wrote it down. Hold on. I think. Did I write it down? Did I not write this down? I did write it down. Let's say I wrote it down that the bell toll times were connected to someone's name, or a person who has recently disappeared in town. So, kind of deduced or guessed that every time the bell tolled, caused someone in this town to disappear. Because that was like something that we had heard, I think. Like people just kind of going missing, which wasn't cool. So
Finally figured out where the missing people went last session.
Huh?
You finally figured out where the missing people went last session.
Stop.
Oh my
That was so
gosh,
awful.
last person.
That was so awful. It was so disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, because I read that book and you said it would match, and I was like, oh my god. And it was oh yeah, I found like a tin that had a poster for the town back in its heyday. Like it looked bright, it looked fun, it looked great. Like this town was meant to be a traveler's town for people like going on their way, but now it just looks like ass. Like it looks bad. It's just really bad there. It's in ruins, kind of. Who the fuck is DMing me? Oh, it's Akari. Akari's awake. Wow, Akari's awake. The goober. Anyways. Whenever Karai had found this, they went to go try and give it to Demir, but that's when Demir was like zoned the fuck out. I think Karai also got a little zoned out because of the bell tolling and the wisdom save, but I failed that one. I'm trying to remember. I'm really trying to remember. The door was locked, I think. No. I'm trying to
So
remember.
as it was happening, Synchronia at some point decided to look around the clock tower, and that's when they found that there was another entrance outside.
They already knew this because of the murder basement.
Well, the original one they found was the trapdoor inside. They found a separate one outside. This is when they finally found it underneath some other stuff.
Was it? Okay. My
The timeline for the clock tower is a bit weird because you guys went there a few times.
Yeah. We kept going there. I think we like came. Actually, I'm trying to remember. Wasn't Sopronia on the roof?
So, order of operations when you guys went in, eventually the stupefied thing happened to you guys inside. Tempernia saw some guards walking in, and that's, I think, what you're remembering with the, what's it called? Door getting locked, was when the guards tried to go in to get you all because the person inside had alerted someone. That you're asking questions about the clock tower again. And so Tempernia killed the people outside and tried to save you guys inside. And that's when the door got locked.
I'm trying to remember because I'm trying to remember the part whenever Cecilia was getting led by the guard. And that's when she noticed that their eyes were like super glossy and everything.
Yes, so that was like inside. Once the guards got inside, that was when what's it called? Cecilia noticed that. I believe Cecilia was with Karai and Jasmine.
No, not yet. She was outside with Sempronia, and she got noticed. It's just because I remember specifically the guard coming up to her and be like, "Who are you? Like, children shouldn't be out here," and she just kind of made an ugly face.
It's like, I'm not a
Oh,
child.
I have it. Here we go. So the order of operations when they went in, while Cecilia waited outside and Sempronia was on the roof. Eventually, the guards came and Cecilia tried to like talk to them, like on their way to the clock tower to prevent them from like actually going into it. One of them ignored her. The other one stayed outside. So one actually went in. At this point, Sempronia decided to try and help Cecilia out by dealing with the guard, while Cecilia went in to try and help the people inside. And then at this point, the door got locked by Soren, who went outside, while Sempronia was dealing with the guard outside. And then Sempronia managed to, eventually, after the bell tower tolled, get into the clock tower because the door was locked until the bell tolled.
Yeah.
And that was the order of operations.
God, yeah. I had it all fucked up. My memory is getting worse, dude.
And after that, Sempronia tried to figure out another way in, and that's when they went to the trapdoor outside, and then that's when you guys decided to sneak in from the outside.
Yes. Because the trapdoor was locked again with magic, so then Sempronia just fucking punched the shit out of it. First punch, it was only big enough for Cecilia to start crawling through, but then she started ripping it open more. So then the others followed.
Nice.
Others, question mark. It was Karai and Cecilia first, and then it was Demir and Agast, and then Sempronia waited at the top, just to make sure that they weren't being immediately followed. And at the bottom was like this like whack ass hallway, and while they were walking down it, Cecilia and Agast failed a roll, which caused them to get the frightened status. I remember that specifically because I did not how that looked on my character sheet. Demir stopped to like calm down Agast, but Craig just kept going while talking to Cecilia to help her like chill the hell out. But we eventually got to the door at the bottom. God, I'm trying to remember. We're like so close to like current session, but also not. I've been trying to tell Steel all this horrors for like a while.
Yeah.
Because like that stream where you came in when we were playing web fishing was the first like yap session, and that was like 4 hours.
We got through a lot. We even touched on the clock tower chaos just because Juice was there.
Yeah, Juice was talking about the fight in the basement.
Yep. Is that basement?
Yeah, this is the basement we were now getting to. We all get down there eventually. We're digging through the doors. First door, empty room with a mirror and a chair there. Close that shit immediately. Kind of wacky. Second door, open it. There's a mirror, there's a chair, but there's also a guy in there. We close it, but then we're talking about, like, I had, like, looked at the big obelisk that was in the room, and we kind of deduced this is the thing that's powering the bell and the altar and causing all this stupefied bullshit. So now the plan was to blow this thing up. Well, that wasn't my plan. That was the other two's plan. Because they're like, you know, this is causing the issue, let's just blow it up. I was like, well, you're like, what about the clock tower above the fucking thing, you know?
Sure.
I think the initial plan we had planned out, because Cecilia didn't really like the idea of leaving that one guy down there who was like, I don't know, he had something going on, obviously, with the mirror, was to get everyone out and leave a textbook-sized fire crystal at the base of the obelisk. But as we're leaving, the only person who stays behind is Karai, because then Karai was going to shoot magic at it to make it explode, and then Cecilia was going to immediately dismiss him so that it exploded, but also no one was down there to get hurt.
Right.
That was the plan. But then in pops Soren. Oh, fucking Christ. Crazy guy with like a crazy fucking looking staff. Not cool. It's like a giant like clock on a staff. It's kind of cool the way you described it.
Oh.
But I think in that initial turn, he actually made Sempronia kneel because of her failing a throw against the command spell. Funny enough, that was that whole situation is actually where we cut off that session and we had to like wait like a hot minute for us to go back to it.
No way. A cliffhanger for that long?
It was like a week. We do like usually just like every other week for Pathfinder. But that makes me like lay in bed and cry and like overthink about what I should do for next session. I'm like tossing and turning. I'm like, no, like I need to go back. I need to finish.
And you do eventually.
Eventually. Okay, so then we start fighting this guy. Crazy fight. It wasn't awful. He had like, you know, like in Pokemon where it's like the double team move.
Yes.
Like,
What?
He did some shit like that, and then Sapronia and Demir were like trying to figure out which one was the real one to start killing him. He kept fucking moving around. I think he was trying to use a bunch of mental spells against us. I think only not Cecilia, only Sapronia was really hit by them. I think we were okay. Me and Demir were like okay-ish.
Ew.
He kept moving around. We eventually went from one end of the room to the other end of the room because Sapronia was really getting close to try to kill this guy. And at one point out of the obelisk, he had summoned like this wraith, and it like swiped at me, and it did like a shit ton of damage.
Because it's cold.
It's cold, and I'm very, very weak to cold.
Oh my.
I didn't remember how much damage it did in that one hit, but I did not like it. We fought him for a while. Sempronia took out another big crystal, threw it across the room. I think she actually didn't throw it far enough and then had to hit it to move it a little bit farther before actually hitting it with her icy bow to then activate it, and it blew up that fucking crystal, like majorly. But also, in the process of doing that, she blew up one of the pillars that was holding that room together. So now the roof was starting to crumble.
And you're in the basement, so the tower's starting to crumble.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The guy that was in the room that was like in a trance before, I can't remember how we got him out. I think we just yanked him out or something. I don't remember. actually.
Victoria threatened him.
It's was
Oh
no
yes.
to get off the chair.
Don't remember what the threat was specifically, but yeah, Victoria
Oh.
threatened them like, "You better get the fuck out of here," and then that motivated them enough to get out.
Yeah, out of the room.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot. I couldn't remember how we got him out off the top of my head.
I specifically remember because Cecilia's was adamant about saving the guy, and so, Juice had mentioned that Sopronia had to forcefully um, threaten the persons to get them to move.
Yeah, I forgot about Juice mentioning that. But once we were leaving, Cecilia was the first to leave and was really mad about like don't do something more stupid now that all this is happening. Sabrina like stuffed that guy's body into like her bag of holding, which was fucking crazy. Cause like we killed him, right? Demir threatened the random civilian with like a gun to leave the underground area. So then, like we all eventually did get out. And we watched as the tower crumbled and fell.
Nice.
Like it was just it's just a fucking falling building, dude. It was not cool. It was fucked up.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm trying to look at something. Was 1, 2, 3, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Sorry, I like pulled up my thing on Twitch and I need to like export my VODs soon so I don't lose them. Anyways, we all eventually got out. We were all kind of banged up. This is finally when we went to go find Scrappy's little fucking house, wherever the hell he was.
Mm-hmm.
We went there and he like was kind of surprised by seeing us. We're like, can we like come in? Like we're not like this is not the best situation. And he's like, yeah. And he lets us slip in to the house. It was cozy for like all of us. I think Sapernia like pulled out the guy's body that we had just killed, and like was rummaging through his stuff like on Scrappy's table, which is honestly so fucked up.
We're the nicest of guests.
Exactly. And I think Demir was the one who was investigating the staff, because whenever they grabbed it, they heard like a voice, and they were like compelled to like hold it more. And it was like oh, the staff I think was just trying to tell them to like do something. I genuinely don't remember, because I wasn't something I had to remember since Cecilia didn't do it.
It's daunting though.
I think Demir also took out like this crazy gem out of this guy's chest, and it was trying to like implant itself into her hand, which was really gross.
So, all in all, like everything wanted to control whoever it touched.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Man. Okay. I'm trying to remember how all of the stuff in Scrappy's house played out. Because I'm trying to remember how we found out about him talking about Cecile.
Oh, you guys were trying to figure out what to do with the staff because you didn't want it around you anymore.
Okay, yeah. Because that stuff obviously was just kind of bad news. And, what was it? Scrappy mentioned that he had, like, a basement that we can, like, put it in. What was it?
You asked if there's somewhere you could, like, store, like, a broom closet because Demir had tried to go to the broom closet and got freaked out by the, like, brooms that could sweep on their own.
Yeah, that's so funny.
What?
Yeah, Scrappy's a very magical fucking rat, dude.
A basic description of Scrappy is Scrappy has like no common sense, not really like great physically, but unbelievably gifted in magic. That's
What?
more or less Scrappy.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I think, what was it? I think this is also when I asked about my crest on my chest. Or was that back in the warehouse, I think?
I believe that was back in the warehouse.
I say I completely forgot about that detail. Well, that's kind of important. Also, it is a fun thing about her that Horace had made.
Ooh.
A bit eventually. Okay, so because Horace was the kid just gave me the description of what the hell Scrappy was talking about instead of trying to decipher rat talk because I was so confused. Eventually, the crest is a dimensional lock. I have your like snippet of your notes, Horace, pulled up because I still like giggle every time I see you just refer to her as the Poppet.
The puppet.
So, from Horace's own notes, it says the Poppet is immune to all involuntary teleportation, extra-dimensional movement, and banishment effects unless they choose to be affected. Effects like teleport, dimensional door, or banishment targeting the Poppet fail automatically unless the Poppet willingly fails the saving throw, or the caster succeeds a DC of 25 to counteract the check. The extra thing about it is was resonant ward. I say the trigger is that the Poppet would be affected by a teleportation, forced movement, or planar travel effect. It says the crest emits a harmonic pulse, redirecting the effect, allowing the Poppet to retarget the destination within 30 feet, treating it as a short-range blink.
So not only is the puppet of Cecilia protected from these traps, but you can utilize the energy from those traps to blink? Or what?
Yep. That's
Yes.
literally what it is.
Yeah, it's a one-a-day thing though.
The dimensional
That is-
lock is the passive effect, and gift number 1 is the resonant ward that lets her redirect it.
So cool.
Implying there are more than one gift. but
Yeah.
I'm not discovered yet.
Fun. Because this coat was a gift from her master before she left for her adventure. And like I wrote that down as like a fun thing to have an emotional attachment to her master Farron, but then Horace just used that. So.
Nice.
I don't think I ever expressed it after that session or but I was so genuinely shocked that you would use that little note I had put in about her. Because I just did
I
it.
love the little notes about all the characters.
Yeah,
that,
'cause
like, yeah.
I honestly expected you to use it. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that to your face right now. I changed my mind about what I want to say to you. Especially after Chimera came in here. Oh my god. I'll tell you later, Steal at DMs. I'm not telling you.
Bad days.
I appreciate you, Horace, but I'm not giving you that info right now.
There will be a post report after all is said and done.
Yep.
God, dude. Oh my god. Okay. I gotta shake off that. Anyways, so we wanted a place to put this fucking evil ass stuff. When Scrappy opened essentially just kind of a really crazy magic door. And we slipped into that. Cecilia, okay, it was just the mirror, Cecilia, and Scrappy. And then Karai was staying upstairs with Sempronia. Just cause, you know, in case anything, you know. We went down there, Demir was having like a tough moment, like actually letting go of the staff. And Scrappy didn't really want to grab it, but he did, and he was fine, and put it down. But then I think, so we came back up, and Sempronia was talking to Cecile about everything that had happened, I think, and like mentioned Scrappy, and oh my god, I'm so struggling to put this together. Cecile mentioned, or Sabrina mentioned to Cecile about Scrappy. It was like, oh, it's like Scrappy. I remember like mentioned him, and then we talked about it to Scrappy. Like, do you know Cecile? And he's like, oh yeah, like was it on Cecile? Like,
Yeah.
we're like on. Like these two know each other, which is a crazy another crazy connection. Because I think Sempernia told Cecile about the staff, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sempernia basically wanted Cecile to come get the staff, and Cecile's like, okay, where are you leaving it? And he basically, and Sempernia said, oh, I'm leaving it with a rat person you met. And that's how you guys discovered that they knew each other.
Yeah. And then, like, Cecile, like, just proceeds to fucking randomly show up somehow.
Oh, yeah, because she came. So the basement, as a side note, wasn't. Basically, Scrappy went through a door that I think Demir noticed wasn't, like, really a door, because it should have led outside. And that was the same door that Cecile came through, because it was really more like an extra dimensional space.
Yeah.
That's complicated and will be. You'll find out more about that in a few.
Yeah. I kind of guessed something like that, but it was so funny. Because we were all just staring at her like, what the fuck? Especially Suburdia. Suburdia's like, how the... Because we're really far from Dofflorin where we last just saw Cecile. So like, what the hell? We talk a little bit. Get all that shit shorted. She takes the staff. Because Demir mentions about it, like, talking and it being sentient, possibly, and Cecile seems excited about that, so.
Excited. Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't mention that one person.
Yeah.
I forgot about this. Way earlier. What was it? I think it was when we came back after Demir got arrested, or was it before that?
Oh, this is a long story from the very beginning of this chapter.
Yeah, this is like...
Basically, at some point in the museum, someone had come to try and steal a key, because they were originally inside the museum, right?
Mm-hmm.
So someone came to steal them, and they had captured this person, and were like, oh, this is... or they found this person, and they're like, okay, this is definitely the group that's trying to steal the keys. We've caught their operative. Now that we've got information from them, what do we do with them? So they gave her to Cecile, who was, who they knew was probably able to like put her in jail or whatever. And Cecile basically went, "Oh, can I have her?" And Sempronia, not really knowing what that meant, was like, "Sure, I guess you can have her." And basically, Cecile kind of like broke her and made her an operative for their group now, the Harvesters.
Wow.
Because I only had one slight interaction with this person, like one time. It wasn't even me interacting with her. It was just Cecilia was following around Sempronia, and like Sempronia went to go talk to this person. It was kind of freaky. It was so funny, dude.
It's cool. It's an interesting side character.
God, there's another fucking bug in my room. Fuck off.
Actually, that character was the very first time I ever heard the Veiled Hand, before they realized that the Veiled Hand was, like, bigger than just trying to steal these things.
Oh, man.
Wow.
This is before they knew that the villain was the Veiled Hand. They thought it was someone else who was the villain.
Who? Actually, I don't know if I can ask that.
I mean, they originally thought Alistair Craven was the villain, but...
Where we are right now, that's not really that true, is it?
Yeah.
That's a lot of foreshadowing.
I also thought he was connected to it, obviously, with the sewer thing.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously it's because I don't know that much. Okay. What was it? This is the marketplace next.
You guys decided to go to the marketplace to kill time.
Yes, I guess. Because we had a couple hours left before the temple like ceremony. Not ceremony, but just like mass, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself if I can't fucking remember my shit. I'm like, I feel every time I like don't remember certain things, I get really embarrassed because I'm like, oh my god, I should remember this. Anyways, I'll be fine. So we left Scrappy. We're gonna go to the marketplace to kill time. Cecilia specifically went to go look at the book stall that was there because I was kind of curious about the history of this town. I got one book off of it, which was fine. It was like one good history book about way in the past because it was like cut off after a certain time. I think I paid that girl like what, like a gold or two gold.
Pure gold, even though she only asked for like silver or something.
Yeah, and I think Sapronia mentioned it because she's like no money, or like something stupid like that, to where Cecilia just overpays people because she's polite about it. And Sabrina just thinks it's really funny because she doesn't give a like Cecilia doesn't really give a shit about money.
Interested in seeing it from the other side.
In the sense of, she, like, hold on, what did you? I have to. Now I'm just processing what you just said, Steve.
No, like as in seeing someone else use money so willy nilly, you know.
I'm staring at you so hard, Steel, right now.
Oh wait, hang on. Oh, hey, listen. Oh my gosh, I have stories.
This motherfucker Horace is giving me like a handful of gifted subs and bits. It's ridiculous.
I see.
If you look at my stream, that cup that's right next to your PNG tuber, most of those sub bits in the cup are from Steel.
Right.
I
Out sub, what's it called? Deal. No, I'm kidding.
let's go. I hope you base one of your characters off of me in the future campaign. Just there's yay.
That would be funny. If Steel shows up as a guest person, I'm going to scream. That would be really funny. I think honestly, Horace, most of the people in this Discord server that I have now invited you to, you can use them or ask them to be like there if you ever want more people for things.
Well, never mind.
Yeah, because most people in here are all like friends and people. Let's see. I'm trying to remember my words. Let's say you have the friends role. Let's say both of you do. That is the role that allows you to get in here. That's because I actively talk to you guys. If anyone wants the friends role, you can probably just shoot a DM and be like, hey, like, do you want to do something to bug Lemon?
Will do.
Because I know for a fact, I think I recommended Noun, Cat, and Mystic. Because I had, like, in this mental image of them three showing up as some, like, goofy squad. Because they're just like that normally. Anyway.
Incredible.
That would be so funny. Anyways.
I'll probably next time I'll reach out either sometime in Act 4 to someone, or I know we always do, like, one-shots between, like, chapters, because so how we do it is we chapter, and then the person that plays Demir, they will DM like a session or like their campaign, and then we go back to the Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
So, but between like even mine and their campaign, we always do like one shots in between because there's a bit of like a period where they still need to like get back in the groove of getting the everything prepped.
Yeah.
I see.
So for those one shots, I will definitely reach out to people.
Yay.
Fair enough. Okay, back to the marketplace because we're getting slightly closer to the actual current state of the campaign.
Right.
Campaign. So I read this book. I get paid this person. Demir wandered off to a alchemist stand to inquiry about getting alchemical agents for all their kind of concoctions of things. How much lore is there? I don't know. Ask Horace. That's the Horace question, Ungalata.
How much lore is there for like the world? Or
Is this just one day of Pathfinder? No.
Well, this is like a few sessions, but like in terms of in the world, let's see. The clock tower, visiting the temple, and the marketplace, and visiting Scrappy were all the same day.
Ooh.
Yeah, goes by. This particular group goes by very slow.
Song.
Taking it all in.
I mean,
That's
it's more or less in real time at this point.
No, stop. That's so weird. Okay, I thought it was one session. I was like, damn, it's moving kind of fast. That'd be crazy, Ungalada. If you want to, if all the things I talked about tonight was in one session, that would be like 2 days worth of just sitting and fucking.
Everything described for the clock tower was 2 sessions.
Yeah. But I meant from like where we were like first started, like before Glen Whisper, the whole thing,
Oh,
like
this
the
chapter we've been doing it for like 2 years now. But also that's because we've had a few pauses.
yeah. uh, Thingamabobber. Oh yeah, because Sempernia asked the girl at the library, not the D&D or Pathfinder guy, maybe you guys are just different. Oh no, I'm not asking. I'm not asking Horace that question that I asked Steele earlier.
Please don't.
Do you want to know Horace what I asked Steele earlier?
Sure, I'll gladly know.
Are you a straight white guy?
Yes.
Let's go.
You remember the person who played Dianthus, right?
What?
You remember the person who played Dianthus?
Yeah.
That's my girlfriend.
What?
Fun fact. Yeah, this is how you
What?
found out.
Now you know.
Are you shitting my ass right
Yeah.
now?
What? A revelation in stream? What
Yeah.
is?
The way my jaw is dropped. No one told me this. Juice didn't. Demir didn't. Dianthus didn't.
The revelation.
Very good. Well played. As a true DM. Excellent work.
I'm walking away. I need to get up for a second.
Yeah.
On that note, I unfortunately have only 15 minutes left before I need to go. So I I'll come back whenever I can to hear the big story, like what happened yesterday. But yeah, I'd like to at least hear what happened in the market when she returns.
Yep. That is. Yeah, if ever you have questions about lore, you're free to also just DM me because I can't really say anything while Lemon's around, but there's lots of fun little bits.
Hey, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
Yes. Um, I remember there's also like a few times I've heard like them talking about like, I didn't make that clear at all. So listening to like Lemon talk about all of it again, like I should make that clear somehow.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad to hear that everyone in this call is either, uh, able to reflect on their notes or, in my case, make new ones based on this cool adventure.
I'm glad.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
Lemon, sorry. I just wanted to say, unfortunately, at 2 o'clock my time, which I think is your time as well, I will have to go. So I will be back for another session whenever you can to, uh, of, find out about the penultimate uh, uh, adventure you two had yesterday. But if you think you can, It would be great to hear the rest of the market story.
So you want me to finish like the market part?
Yep.
Okay.
I will actually also probably have to go in 2 minutes, but I will stay for the beginning of you telling the story.
So yeah, you're fine. I was about to like talk about time because I think you said you were available like Tuesday through Friday. That's Seal.
That's right. Anytime that you're off from work during the week, aside from Monday.
Okay, I had to figure that out because I'm actually free Thursday, but I think Thursday is when I'm doing Don't Starve, so probably like Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe.
Cool.
And then Friday I can't because that's the next session of Pathfinder.
Awesome.
Okay. Oh god, I have to like try to skip through this fucking like get through this part now. So Brittany was talking to the bookstand girl when that was happening. We were also asking about the library. I'm trying to remember. Like, we do find out that the mother of the girl who's there is actually another like associate or acquaintance of Cecile, and she was coming back to town soon, but not at that moment. And so
She's coming back home soon.
yeah, coming back home soon, and we wanted to
Mm.
talk to her, and so we kind of had like like an hour or two in between the time,
Hour, yeah.
like an hour. So we're gonna kill that time and talk to this person because like maybe they'll have more information about whatever, right? Especially the library because it looks busted up, but also we suspected that the Veiled Hand might also be hanging out in there too. Simultaneously as this is happening, Demir was talking to that alchemist girl. She like gave her some stuff. Demir wanted more specific stuff. She went back into the alchemy shop that was there behind it, and then when she went inside, she was like gone for like a bit, and I think we heard like a like. I don't think we heard like a slight ruckus. Whenever she came back out, she looked slightly beat up, and Demir's like, "Are you like okay? What happened?" And she's like, "No, I'm fine. Like she acted fine, but I think she forgot something that Demir wanted, so she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and then she goes back in. But we hear more ruckus, so then Demir fucking rushes in there, and Demir sees like a whole fucking scene in front of them. This is when Karai and Saperni had noticed a tuning fork noise that we had kind of heard before, but we didn't really pinpoint it too much. But at this point in time, we have now deduced that the noise is coming from the alchemist's shop. And
Ooh.
we're like, oh, like, we should probably go in there. God.
I'm gonna head off, but
Okay. Let's say
if you have
thank you.
anything you need clarified, feel free to DM me.
Thank you,
Thank you
Horace, for
so
being
much,
here and
Horace.
clarifying, like, way more than, like, a lot, because I got so lost a little bit.
All right. See you later.
Say good night.
See you.
Did you want to, like, cut off now and I'll pick back up, actually?
Oh, sure.
Because funny enough, this is actually where we stopped mid-session. Was, like, Sempernia and Karai about to go into the alchemist shop to follow the mirror. Because, of course, she's being a goofball.
Yeah, this works great for me. And like I said, I'll be available when you're available.
Probably Tuesday night about the same time.
Cool.
Actually, let me check something really quick for you while I'm thinking about it.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
trying to see who I work with Tuesday, because depending on who I work with Tuesday can get me out a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Earlier. Nice.
Well, still after 9, but, like, not fucking, like, 9:30.
I got you.
Who do I work with Tuesday? Actually, no, nope, this is the wrong schedule, actually. Wrong schedule. I'm looking at my old one. Tuesday. Oh, no, never mind. I still work with the same coworker. It's because the coworker I usually close with, like, most days, she, like, the computer, like, really fucking hates her, so that's why I get out super late. Yeah, so
Hey,
about the
understood.
same time as today.
Okay. Lemon, I've got notes at the wazoo, but
You need to
right
show me
now
them right now. I want to see what they look like.
I can I can get you the ones that I've started typing.
I
Um,
want a picture because you said you were writing them. Give it to me. Give it to me.
all right, all right. Let me
I
see.
need to see. Don't worry about if like you won't be able to read it though. Yes, I will.
Oh my gosh. Don't try to read it. I just
I read.
it's
I've read the best print, the best cursive, the worst print, the worst cursive in my life from my old classmates. I will lock the fuck in and read out what you've written.
let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see.
While you're sending photos, chat, I'm gonna send you off to watch somebody else because I need to lay down as well. So yeah, we're gonna go bug pond. I don't know what the hell pond's watching, but or playing, but as I say, be warned. It is I have no mouth and I must scream. I think this is a very bad, crazy horror game. So if you're a bit squeamish, you might want to leave. You might not follow the raid. But
It's good to see you, chat.
thank you so much for coming in and listening to the yapping of my Pathfinder sessions. Horace is amazing at like doing these sessions for us, and I deeply love talking about it so that I can spread just their stuff. So say Angela, you have a good night. Thank you for being in here. I say whoever's lurking, thank you so much for coming in as well. Go give Pod some attention and love.
Take care.